wild stories you've not heard before. Echoes through the air, they roar. Unleash the beast, let your spirit soar. Fists in the air, the crowds ablaze. Moments that seal the mundane's haze. No fear, no hold in this maze. Reach the peak of these wild days. It lives, Friday night lives. You die, but Friday night lives. Hosted by Deadbeat Radio. Stuntman Marky Rambo Rap. Fists in the air, the crowds ablaze. Moments that steal the mundane's haze. No fear, no hold in this maze. Reach the peak of these wild days. It lives, Friday night lives. You die, but Friday night lives. Hosted by Deadbeat Radio. Stuntman Marky Rambo Rap.
The truth is out there, ladies and gentlemen, and tonight we're gonna find it. Well,
Man, we've been trying to do this for a long time, and I want to thank you guys for having me on your Friday Night Lives show to do
Yeah,
it.
me too.
Finally.
I'm a special guest on this show.
you ain't no fucking special guest. Your ass on here almost every week now. But Garrett is a special guest from Born to Be Rad, so like pay attention because
This is
Garrett,
super multi-stream as well. We're streaming on
I think it's a multi
4 different channels,
Super stream, baby.
5
So,
different
Garrett,
channels.
real quick
man,
though on
4.
this, like you are one of the few people besides me and Rambo and Mark, I think, that really were into the X-Files at one time or another, correct? Like you.
Oh yeah, man. It was definitely a staple of my Friday nights here growing up. It was one of those shows where like I feel like my dad watched with us every week, so it was kind of like one of those bonding experiences because he never wanted to watch shows with us as kids, you know. So it was like my brother, him, and I would watch it every Friday night and just fell in love with this show. And man, when I saw this, it totally just blew me away. I mean, it's obviously a huge gateway, I think, for me and a lot of people when it comes to horror because you know when I saw X-Files, I was like probably a preteen maybe when this came out. I don't know what year. Maybe I was probably in like middle school when this came out.
96. I've got that information.
Yeah,
for
so
you.
I was in middle school when this came out for sure. And so definitely a cool experience. And I know you and I have talked about this for a long time of trying to get him to watch at least this episode because for some reason Wes didn't watch X-Files, which is mind-blowing.
No, it blows my mind too.
I was too busy watching Russell Simmons' Def Comedy Jam and
Ally McBeal and Dream
you
On.
wearing your FUBU jacket and
Friends and Seinfeld and ER and all them other shows.
Chicago Hope or whatever the fuck that show was.
Real Sex 57.
Oh,
I would love
Taxi
to be
Cab Confessions.
I need to be a fly on the wall for you seeing Friends.
I fucking hate Friends. I hate all those shows.
I hope nobody in here. Well, Jesus Christ, we got to give a big shout out though to
Eerie
Eddie.
Guts, bro.
First of all, he has a $20 super chat for Rambo. We know what's coming, Rambo. But secondly, he just gifted 10 new Dead Pit memberships. So,
Wow. Bro, go subscribe to Born2BeRad over there on my channel, will you, Eerie?
Thank you, Eerie.
What a guy,
man.
dude.
Very
okay.
nice.
So, Rambo, do you want to rip something up to get this started, or like?
Well, actually, let's get to there's a guy first, Edward.
Yeah, he's
Oh,
got
Friday. I
chat as
missed
well.
old Eduardo here. Edward Duff says, "Happy Friday, guys! Looking forward to revisiting this one." Yeah. So, real quick,
Yeah, man.
this people don't realize this. I don't think now, but this was an incredibly controversial episode. I think it's the only episode that got banned.
It was.
And it was only shown like once, maybe twice.
Twice
One time?
actually. They re-aired it again in '99 as part of like a Halloween special, but after that was it.
It's incredibly graphic, especially for television at that time period. And I think that's why a lot of people remember it. I always remember it too because I'm pretty sure that Wrong Turn just watched this episode. Whoever made Wrong Turn was just like, that's what we're going to make a movie out of.
evidently though, due to the incest he was talking about.
Yeah, there's a lot of like controversial things.
It was banned everywhere else except Eastern Kentucky, and it was shown on like a 24-hour basis ever since it came out, really, on public access. It was
That's
like the favorite
profiling.
show.
Profiling is wrong.
Are you saying that like that's just a common like
That's
it's like a documentary? Yeah.
yeah, here in Eastern Kentucky, boys, that ain't nothing at all. Come on.
I'm curious how did we get him to finally agree to this? Dude, we've been working on him doing
I
this
just
for,
set
like,
it up.
years,
I like we brought it up and I was like, okay, do it next week, and he had to because he was on the show. That's the only way that we got him to do it.
Well, I've tried to watch episodes of X-Files before. I'm just not a fan. I mean, you guys put this episode over, and let me tell you something. If I don't love it, you're going to know about it.
All right.
That's
cut a
fair.
promo after.
Yeah. I'm gonna cut a Dusty Rose style promo on the X-Files, and it's shit in it, baby.
Already says fuck this. I thought it was Home Alone 3.
But yeah, it is the first time watch for me, guys. I have only watched partial episodes of the X-Files in the past. Never made it
Holy
through
shit.
an entire episode. Look here.
He gifted 10 Born to be Rad memberships.
Nice.
Yeah,
Here we
this
go,
guy's
man. Look at
amazing.
this guy.
He is yeah. What a
Well,
guy.
Before I
Holy
forget,
shit.
for Eerie Guts, since you've been so kind, I'd pick this one because fuck Stream Factory, although I love the film. But fuck Stream Factory.
Oh,
Oh,
I fucking
no.
hate Stream Factory.
Ah.
I haven't done anything worth a shit in so long. I can't remember the last thing I bought from Stream
Oh.
Factory. They ain't worth a pop to
You're
piss
not
in
going to get
anymore.
the steel book of Last Voyage of the Demeter in 4K?
Last Voyage of the
I,
Peter.
Get
I
that
would,
RoboCop remake.
if there was $1, I wouldn't buy it, man.
I don't understand. Is it not selling well? So they're like, let's try this model. Let's try a steel.
Yeah,
book.
put
Let's
it
try
in
this.
the
Like,
middle.
I
They
don't
do
get
that
it.
with everything.
But the thing is, Demeter just came out like #1 in theaters like a year ago. #2, the studio put it out on Blu-ray. Then 3, Scream Factory put it out on 4K like 2 months ago. And now they're like, we're gonna do a steelbook. Like, what? Why not just do it all together? Why are they gonna wait 2 months? Because they like, hey, you're gonna double dip, you little
Right.
bastards. Like, I don't understand why they did it that way.
They're like that Christian hand. Oh, buy this one too, boys.
Oh no,
Come
Well,
out
for
with
some reason, we got super chats coming in left and right here right now.
you
We got
guys are
Michael.
killing it, dude.
What do you
Wow.
guys think about this is killing Hogan's Real American Freestyle Wrestling with Bischoff? It has to be a piss take. I don't think it is. I think he's dead serious.
I
Unfortunately.
mean, I'm intrigued, no doubt. I mean, Jesus, how can you not be? I mean, Hogan,
hell is
love him or
that?
hate him, he's going to tell the truth or he's going to lie, but it's going to be entertaining, I'm sure.
It's his new
Stir up
promotion.
controversy
brother.
creates cash.
So it's literally exactly what it is, like what it's called. It's a new, like he says, it's going to be bigger than the UFC and wrestling. It's like freestyle fucking wrestling.
Well, it's owned by
I mean,
Real
amateur.
American Beer Company, right? Which is also partially owned by TKO
Right.
/ WWE. So
Oh, it is.
yeah. So
Wait, this Hogan thing is part of TKO?
well, Real American, the company Real American Beer, and I guess the Real American Freestyle Wrestling or whatever, because Real American, the image and everything that's on that beer, that's a WWF image from like years and years and years ago too.
Huh, I didn't know they
So,
had
yeah.
any kind of, it was not intertwined in any way, but that's interesting if it is. But I see big money, Mark, in the chat.
Yeah,
Mark,
this
you
is-
can
this
just
is
tell
a-
us. You can just tell us, Mark, if you want us to talk about it. But WWE fired a
This-
bunch of people today, and there's
Yep.
one on here that I'm shocked they were going to get rid of Cora Jade, but everybody else, like,
Wow.
I'm kind of fine with, I guess, at this point.
I'm actually surprised at Dakota Kai too. That was the only one that I was kind of surprised about.
They were big on Shayna Baszler. What the hell happened with
Yeah,
that?
I think
never understood that.
I think
never
she
understood
pissed some
that.
people off, like politically backstage too. So that
Had
didn't
some
help
issues
her out.
with the Newt Jade Cargill member. And
Yeah,
then
didn't
maybe
she try to
that-
get into a fight with her or something backstage?
Yeah.
That was a big thing.
Fire them all.
Bobby's here, and listen. This is my favorite part of the night, ladies and gentlemen. So let's get all like
Bobby?
cuddled
I
up with a
love
pillow.
Bobby.
Now let me read this real quick, Bobby, with a super chat.
Bobby!
So Born to be Rad, talking about you, Garrett, said got pizza slices for you guys. Who's got the pepperoni? Matt said I do. Who's got
Damn
who's
straight.
got sausage? Uncle Bill said over here. That's right.
You definitely
That's
got
your
sausage in your mouth.
Who got the plain cheese? Mark said me. Who got the blueberries, nuts,
Mark
and
is
whipped
boring.
cream? That would be.
What's going on here?
Look, Bobby, what
Welcome
are
to
you talking
Friday
about?
Night Lives, baby.
I see how it goes. Uncle Bill
Every
got sausages. Wes got nuts.
yeah,
I
he's
see
got
how
the
it
blueberries
goes.
and the nuts. He
It's a good
definitely got a pair of
question, though.
blueberries.
Like, what do you guys prefer on your pizza? Do you have like a set topping list that you want to mention on here? While Bobby's, I don't know where he come up with blueberries, nuts, and whipped cream on a pizza.
Like some kind of
No.
Ninja Turtles episode or something.
Yeah, probably.
Who got the
Oh.
blueberries and nuts? I did. I don't know.
I
I've
hear
always do
Corey Feldman
pepperoni,
saying
and then I'll throw something on it like bacon or something. Pepperoni is usually the always, and then something else will be with it usually.
Pepperoni and bacon for me, but lately I tried that since they had the commercial like every other minute years ago that DiGiorno's. So I tried that. That's good. The stuffed crust, pretty good. So,
Nice.
but pepperoni.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm pretty boring pepperoni, but I have been trying.
You boring as fuck.
Hey, pepperoni and cheese is an American classic. Okay,
I know.
but no, jalapenos, green peppers, add a little spice to it. It's pretty good.
Jalapenos is good on pizza for sure.
Jankum.
Jankum.
How about you, UB? What do you like?
I only ever go, and I've been eating this same kind of pizza for the last 20 years. Pepperoni and banana peppers. That's my go-to.
Ooh, sounds good.
What kind of peppers?
Banana peppers.
Yeah,
I've never had those.
They're like sweet peppers. I can deal with any topping, and most of the time we get supreme or whatever, but no fucking olives of any kind. I don't know.
No,
I don't
I
understand.
Hate all
You don't like
those.
black olives? They're good on pizza.
No.
Oh man.
Olives
See?
taste like you're eating a marker or something. I can't like
Yeah, it's got the texture like you're eating the inside of a Sharpie.
birds. That's like Goldberg eats corn the long way. That's what that reminds me of.
Like that could be a sign in a wrestling band. Like you hold it up, it's like CK eats bird seed, kind of like Dusty sucks eggs or something.
What?
Here, Hunter, that just made me friggin' crack up, man. Holy shit.
Oh my god. It may be one of the
Why
best
bird
things I've
seed,
ever
dude?
seen.
Like,
I don't know why.
he could have said anything. Bird seed.
That makes it even better. It's so fucking out there.
Daniel, I never even heard of banana peppers until this stream.
Really?
No, I've never heard of banana peppers.
God, man. I don't know how to explain them really. They're just like
Well, I mean, I can assume from the
They're
title
like
what it is. It's just I've never.
Yellow
Heard of it.
peppers.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so let's see. I can't get over that post.
I've never tried birdseed, believe it or not. Not once. That's fake news.
So yeah, I want to real quick show you all, like, I don't know, Mark, you probably got this too, but I dug this out of storage for this particular episode.
It's
And
the VHS tapes.
this is the season 4 VHS tapes, and this is home right here.
Let's see.
And still got the damn little cards in it too.
Nice.
Well, it's got big collector's items, right?
Oh man, look at
Probably not. It's actually at this point.
You tell it's a bit old because like the top is like a bunch of dust on it.
Yeah, I haven't gotten it out of storage in forever. But this is the
Yeah.
original VHS tape.
Nice.
Yeah, they seem to stick to those kind of colors for the DVD set as well, because they were all pretty much like color coded by like seasons or whatever.
How many episodes would they put on one tape?
2.
Isn't that hilarious? Think
Yeah.
of how like crazy that is.
Yeah,
Yeah.
So, like,
Digitally mastered though. You
The
know?
big box set there's just got 6 episodes on it.
Wild.
the generic Blu-ray cover right here. So this is season 4. Literally nothing special to it. It's got some special features on it for sure, with the home episode, a bunch of other extra stuff, commentaries. So that's cool, but yeah, artwork is pretty basic.
And they did X-Files. They shot that on film, right? So they've done, that's why it's on Blu-ray.
Looks
And
amazing.
I guess at some point they could do a 4K of it as well, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That
every
big
one of
box
them,
set is out of print right now.
they all had these little cards in them. Like each episode had its own
Yeah.
paper hearts. I just
Yeah,
thought that was cool.
Yeah, very cool artwork on each one. Very
Yeah.
unique.
Mhm.
So anyway, home. Huh.
Home.
And what year was this? 96 or 90?
96.
October of '96.
So I think I did see this when it first aired. I believe I did.
I think I did as well, for sure.
It's crazy to me, man. It's been that long since this came out.
You guys watch X Files like on the regular, not on the regular, but every once in a while, will you ever watch an episode or anything like that, or has it been a long time since you've watched any?
No, every now and then I'll watch one. Like if
Yeah, me too.
yeah.
Probably when we did those X-Files streams is the last ones I saw. Last time I saw
Yeah,
them.
I don't know about you guys, but every time that show starts, it could be the intro, it could be whatever, but like I just get brought back into like the 90s. Like I can almost like I'm living back as a kid watching this in my living room for the first time. It's so weird. It's something about that show that just brings me right back to when I saw it for the first time. It's crazy. So I'm excited to dive in because I don't watch them on a regular. It's been a couple of years since I've seen them, but every time I do, it just transports me back.
So
I think
this
we're
one,
Yeah, go ahead.
this episode, as I remember, has a really great intro. I mean, it's just got one of those cool intros, and then like some really like shocking kind of stuff, and
Yeah.
also there's a big reveal in it too that I think CK will mark out for,
Oh yeah.
just because it's kind of funny.
I
as
want to
well.
no sell it then. I want
I'm sure you will. I'm sure you'll no sell it.
He just know he's a straight face.
this shit sucks, boys. What in the hell?
I think this, like, I was looking up like the seasons before this, and I'm like, once you got to season 4, they really knew what they were doing. Like, they had the formula down. They had like there was a bunch of classic episodes in seasons 3 and 4,
Yeah.
and I don't know that it gets much better than like those like 3, 4, 5 in that realm there. Show.
It's the where they were on location. I mean, they shot this episode in British Columbia, so like that whole Canadian atmosphere, just the whole thing. It's just something about that like sort of tapers off when they go to LA in like season 6 and the rest of the show. It's just not the same. I think we talked about that when we did like the retrospective. It lost something for sure.
So yeah, I don't know. This is 44 minutes long because it was an hour with commercials and everything. So I don't know how you guys are watching yours, but
It's on Hulu. That's how I'm watching.
Okay.
It.
Yeah, so that's another thing I was going to say. For anybody who wants to watch along with us, if you have the DVDs or the Blu-rays, you can pop it in. But yeah, it's on Hulu for anybody who needs to check it out by streaming it. So I did find it on Hulu there.
Cool.
So yeah, so watch along with us, guys.
It's also on Amazon, but you have to fucking buy the episodes. I don't know if you want to do that or not.
Well,
but
if it's on Prime anyway, though, there's like commercials now, which is bullshit.
Yeah, what the hell's up with that? It's
Yeah.
so annoying.
So other than that,
But Disney Plus as well, if you guys have that.
Okay. Yeah.
Hulu and Disney Plus evidently are one now.
So I don't know. Are you guys ready?
Yep.
I'm ready. I was born ready.
All right. So this
Ready for
shit
the
just kind of
BFF,
starts.
baby.
There's not really, a title screen or anything per se. It just kind of opens up with the house and everything at the beginning. So
Yeah, I've
I'll
got it
count.
paused. I'm right at the opening shot of it's like what is it? Just a dead tree or something? I don't know.
yes, yeah, like that with the house in the background.
Okay.
Yeah, Disney owns Dead Pit now. It just sold out.
Disney's Dead Pit.
So I'll count
All right,
backwards.
so
Whenever
Okay.
you guys are ready. All right. In 3, 2, 1, go.
Oh, baby.
I got to say, the transfer on this is really good on Hulu.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. I only have the DVDs, but I wanted to make sure I could watch it in this room. So it's the first time I'm seeing it this way, and it does look really good.
So we're starting right off.
Hmm.
Oh God! That's the noises I make when, like, I'm a little bit constipated and it needs to come out.
Looks like we're up Wayland right now.
So this is how births are done in Kentucky.
Yeah, that's how
It's
we do
reminding
it.
me of the classic scene from Texas Chainsaw Massacre, the beginning, where we see Leatherface's
Yeah.
mom
Yeah.
squirt him out.
Keep in mind, this is on television back in
Right.
1996, like just regular cable television.
Yeah, but people in 1996 were built different. They ain't like today.
100%. You could
I'm
you could never
No,
put this on now. But it's on Disney Plus though, so somebody can find it pretty easy.
I can't believe it's on. I can't believe this is on Disney. That's such a killer idea. What?
that Freddy Krueger.
It's that comment.
Yeah.
But like you were saying, I mean, for TV, for network TV, I mean, Fox, it was still network TV.
Yeah.
Not every week you see a baby being fucking
Right.
buried.
in the ground. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's
Or people
definitely
are crying.
Yeah.
I just don't.
This does look really good on this.
Yeah.
If anybody has.
I just
Wow.
don't think that any show covered anything like this at that time, though, did they? Like,
No, for sure.
What
Definitely
show
not.
would?
but I mean, like,
episode ER.
I mean, that kind of subject matter, or anything, like, there would be no other show that would do it.
Maybe Picket Fences, because that was like a weird show.
Oh, I'm scared it comes out and it's like,
I don't know if Uncle Bill, if you ever talked about this on the X-Files show that you guys did, which you did a whole series of these shows, 2 or 3 years ago. Yeah. Uncle Bill named his dog back in the day Scully.
yeah.
So that'll give you an idea on
Oh,
how
that's cool.
hardcore of a fan he was. That was like
I'm waiting for you to say whose name is fucking Mulder. I'm waiting for Wes to get mad about. What kind of name is that?
Is there really a home Pennsylvania?
Probably.
Somebody look at it.
This scene always kind of freaked me out too, just because, like, I don't know,
The reveal,
the reveal scene. Because you could 100% see this happening this way too.
It's the kids from the Sandlot.
It is kind of like that.
Did you guys ever play baseball back in the day?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I didn't know. I'd be like, screw this shit.
I never hit
Little
pick
League
up
was
a
a
bat
big
in my
deal
life.
back in the day here.
Oh. How are you? Pretty good?
I mean, I could hit the far out of a ball. I just wasn't very good at running or anything. I wasn't a sprinter.
I wasn't a sprinter.
No.
What the fuck?
Well, I get a good grip on the bat, though. That ball's going out. So I point at this guy. Oh, what the hell is this?
Yeah. It is kind of like the Sandlot.
You'll never see kids with haircuts like that, boy.
No.
Like it's like the grown out flat top or whatever. That was a big look when we were kids.
Oh, I forgot
Yeah.
that little part.
Fucking little hand.
I don't know why. Now I kept thinking like
Jeez.
the baby was going to do this, like Terminator 2. Like,
Yeah. Just sink
David
into the...
Duchovny said that ball smelled like a fart.
Okay, let me get to this real quick. They got a super chat I want to get to before I forget. It's Bobby too, so get ready. I'm at a magic typewriter. He made characters based on him and his friends, and they come to life. You guys, wait, what? You can't turn it off on me. Well, you get to come back up. guys watching movies on characters doing something. There we go.
Does that woman really talk like that, or is she putting a voice on or something?
She has a British accent, so
Okay. What kind of voice is she doing then?
it's supposed to be an American accent.
I thought she was doing like a Jodie Foster impersonation or something.
That's probably what we were going for in the beginning, because the idea for story was Jodie Foster's Silence of the Lambs, because
Mhm.
Silence of the Lambs was 91, and then this debuted 93.
Okay.
So FBI, kind of similar hair, that type of thing. I think that's what they were going for, I'm sure.
Probably, yeah.
So I'm gonna tell y'all, like right now, that like around this time period, moving forward a little bit, there was nobody hotter than her. I just want you to know that from the bottom of my heart.
I'm going to tell you right now, she looks good in HD over here.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
I see that Vince Gilligan was attached to this show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's interesting. I didn't know that.
Actually, most of the actors that were on the show ended up in Breaking Bad.
Yeah, like
And,
Bryan Cranston was in an episode.
Aaron Paul, yeah, Dee Norris, all those guys. Well, quite a few of the writers actually ended up doing more like stuff in the genre. Of course, Glenn Morgan, James Wong went on to do Final Destination and the Black Christmas remake, which has a few parallels to this episode. If you think about it, with the whole incest thing in that movie.
You can't question them fucking people. They're mouth breathers.
This is old Tucker Smallwood, bulls. He sounds like a country singer.
Peacocks.
He's opening up for Travis Tritt next Sunday.
When Travis Tritt takes on Travis Scott.
Wait, that's his real name?
Yeah.
Tucker what?
Smallwood.
Good old Tucker Smallwood.
Yeah, isn't the joke here like his name like Andy Griffith or something?
Yeah, it's Andy Taylor.
Oh, Andy Taylor, that's what it was.
Yeah.
From the Andy Griffith Show.
Yeah.
Should have been Barney 5. Watch Barney 5 get killed.
So they're just basically giving the rundown that these people have been here since the Civil War, that family, and they've been, since the Civil War.
So, Wes, were there other horror shows you did watch, either when you were a kid or teens, like someone that did catch your fancy, or you're just more into movies?
I mean, as far as shows, I guess around this time period, Tales from the Crypt was still on.
Okay.
So I watched that. What other horror shows? Erie, Indiana, was that around this time or was that before? I watched
Oh, baby.
Yeah,
it was around this time, yeah.
I think it would have been on, yeah.
Did
I
you
remember
like
that.
Are You Afraid of the Dark when you were a kid? Or
I think
did you
I
not
was
watch
a little
that?
too old for that when it started. What year would that
No,
have
there's
started?
no way.
90,
Probably
95,
95, 96.
Yeah, I think that was like for 12, 13-year-olds maybe.
What about Goosebumps, bulls?
No, that was
No.
that was another one.
I was too old for Goosebumps when I remember when that came out.
Now they're going to show you a dead fetus here, just for.
Yeah.
That sounds
That's
like one of those
fine.
movies we saw the website for, Dead Fetus.
Dead fetus. Yeah.
Be on that website with Mutilator 2.
What's the one on Vinegar Syndrome? Isn't it something like that?
Devil Fetus.
Oh, Devil
Devil
Fetus.
Fetus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The classic.
Hey, remember, guys, they got fluoride. It's like a big case of toothpaste fluoride on that shot.
Hey, what's your what timestamp you guys at? I had a commercial on mine.
9 minutes and 45 seconds.
That's where I'm at, yeah.
M. Night Shyamalan rips off everything. It wouldn't surprise me at all to hear he ripped off Goosebumps.
I forgot that James Wan Glenn Morton wrote this, of course.
Yeah.
Worked on Final Destination and other stuff.
Pretty much all the really great episodes they worked on.
Yeah.
Yeah. This was their first episode back after season 2. They had left to do something else. And then they came back. They said they wanted to come back and do something really crazy. And
That fetus looks like a
this
smoked
works.
turkey. I just wanted to say that.
It's an inbred mutant fetus, so it looks that way. Yeah,
So that looks
a
like what you have for
smoked
Thanksgiving.
turkey.
inbred mutant fetus sounds like a Slayer song. Inbred mutant fetus.
That should be the comeback of a Hellord song.
Yeah.
Right there.
Cannibal Corpse. Uh-oh. Bobby. The only way it makes them disappear is if you make a good end. If you make a terrible end, it will reject and characters go back to what they're doing.
That sounds
guys-
like, yeah.
You have to keep in mind this is all a continuous narrative when we read these, so it's like a book.
It's like X-Files episode.
He's
Yeah.
been He's
Each.
been coming up with these for over the last week. He does them every week here on the show.
You were mentioned before, Garrett, about like when does like we rewatch this stuff. I think for me, while I love the show, the reason I don't rewatch, although I love the stuff, it just ended so crappily, terribly that it's like I still kind of need more time to go back and rewatch the show. If that made sense, it was such a terrible ending.
You know, I was
Well, it's
heavy
not
into
over
it,
yet.
too. But I kind of got out of it when they brought in
Please let it be.
when
over.
he left and they brought in the other guy, Robert Patrick. I kind of got out of it at that point. So I'm not familiar with a lot of those episodes until like I'm up to the ones where he was still here is the ones I remember. So I didn't really even think I caught a lot of those end ones, but I did end up coming back and watching the last episode as well.
You
Robert
might be
Were those seasons
surprised.
as good or no?
Season
Robert
8
Patrick-
is
yeah.
solid.
Season 8 is, yeah.
For Robert Patrick, but like I meant like the revival, like the last two, like season 9 and 10 and 11.
Oh, you know what?
Yeah.
Yeah, like when they came back a couple years ago.
Yeah.
I
That's
tried to
what I
watch that. I think I only ended up liking like one episode out of those.
Yeah.
It's like,
Try.
is that one that was like the really zany one?
Mm-hmm.
What was that one called? Do you guys remember what I'm talking about?
Is that the one?
Oh, the one with the werewolf?
The Were Monster.
Yeah. That was like I really liked that one a lot, but the rest I didn't really care for as much.
Well, they lost all the best writers. I mean, they didn't have Vince Gilligan anymore. They didn't have all the main guys that made the show what it was. And a lot of the directors were gone as well. So it was, you leave Chris Carter up to his own devices, and that's what you get with the revival.
You do, like, CK, you know that Glenn Morgan, too, is the fucking guy from Trick or Treat. That always blows my mind. The writer for this show was the guy that was the best friend in Trick or Treat.
Well, they also did Final Destination, the first Final Destination movie.
And the
right?
third one. Yeah.
Yeah.
1 and 3. Yeah.
So I like the first one at least. I don't really remember the sequels that much, but the first one was a solid movie for sure.
Yeah, and then Glenn Morgan directed Willard and the Black Christmas remake, and then James Wan directed the one with Jet Li.
The Jet Li. Yeah.
Oh. Yeah, don't get it confused with James Wan. This is James Wong
Yeah, different, pretty different director.
with a G.
Are there a lot of houses over there just have like pigs next to their doors? Just like
Yeah,
kind of-
it's
You'd
just
be
kinda-
surprised.
seriously,
Yeah, you'd be surprised.
I'd be scared.
You know,
A lot
though,
of pig heads out there.
Not necessarily pig heads. Like, well, some shit, yeah.
They mount a
pigs
pig head
running
on the
around.
wall next to a deer head.
Pigs running around, chickens.
Squirrel heads.
Gillian Anderson's kind of weird looking too, though. Don't you think? Like
Why?
I don't think she's weird looking.
her nose is extremely small. Like, it's almost like an alien. Yeah.
How does he come up with this
She
stuff?
almost,
I'm just
I don't
curious.
know.
like, I mean, she is attractive, but she's almost like a hammerhead.
Oh, come on.
What is with hammerheads lately?
gonna-
Did you hear Justin
So,
going off? on
she's
that?
Aaron Taylor Joy. Anya Taylor-Joy?
Taylor-Joy.
I think she looks better than that.
Imagine like her coming up to Wes and like she's like got all over him and he's like, "Oh, you got a little nose. Get out of here."
yeah, like he's like,
Your
no,
little alien nose.
I'm sorry, but
Your nose is extremely small,
small,
ma'am.
I'm sorry, but
I
I
think
can't
he
look
would,
past that little schnoz he has.
he would just say hammerhead and just walk away and let her figure it out.
holy shit, well, Jay Uso's in here. He says, yeet.
That's all he can say.
That's all that guy ever needs to say.
No, but when they show a close up of her nose is extremely small. I was noticing that.
Yeah.
Well, how big is it
Old
supposed
small
to be?
I
Yeah, a
don't
lot bigger than what it
understand.
is. Yeah.
I've never thought that. I've watched this show for like 30
I've never
years.
heard that
Never
either before.
one time thought that.
I could see if it was the opposite, maybe. Like, oh, she's got a huge schnoz or whatever, but a little nose. I never. That's new.
Eyeballs under the floor.
I remember this being the commercial break. Yeah, I knew it was a commercial break before it even happened because I remember like that being terrifying.
Sheriff Taylor's residence. See, look how small her nose is.
I'm in a real commercial right now, unfortunately.
Oh shit.
Her nose is not even that fucking small.
Yes,
what are
it
you talking
is.
No,
about?
it's not.
Yes, it is. Look,
It's really not.
it needs to be at least another like half an inch wider. Yeah.
Is that why Mulder like didn't really know what he wanted to do with her? He was like, eh.
I think you might be being thrown off by the size of her lips. Her lips are unusually large, which might throw off the proportion of the nose.
No, her nose is pretty small.
Yeah, we're just gonna go with that. I guess that's where we're at. Yeah, I've heard she is kind of a twat at conventions and stuff. She's like now she's really British, like she just completely talks in a British accent, and I guess she's got like a whole attitude about herself now.
Wes doesn't care. He'll just call a little nose. Keep walking.
God, that would be amazing.
Little nose.
And she'd be like, "What? What did you say?
Get out of here.
Can you
Get
sign
the hell
my
out of here.
picture? Little nose.
Now, here's
So
the interesting part about this. Apparently, these fuckers can drive, which is kind of
Right.
the Michael Myers.
Well, Denver Lafferty could drive back in the day.
I don't know who this person
He's
is.
all
So it must be
doing
some kind of inside joke.
Oh God, yeah, that's the most inside joke ever. I mean,
Okay, yeah,
Is this somebody from high school or
yeah,
something?
bring that to the
Yeah.
outside now. You take the inside. Yeah, bring it to the outside.
Was it-
yeah,
is it a high
you
school-
can
someone
go
from
ahead
high
and
school?
explain.
Share-
You can go ahead and explain.
Share
this
with the class.
to you,
Denver
yeah.
Lafferty was the custodian at Prestonsburg Elementary School, and he was borderline mentally retarded. And he drove. Like,
What?
we always thought that was so. That was so.
I never thought that until right now.
What?
You just like brought him to my.
What were you nervous thinking like that guy's on the road? Like
No, he's dead. He passed away. He's no longer around.
He means back then. I think not right now.
back then, though, were you a
Ghost.
little nervous that he was
Ghost
behind the wheel?
I always thought it was weird that he drove. But yeah, he lived in the basement of the elementary school too. I don't know if I mentioned that. Yeah,
What? He lived there?
He
lived
did. He
there.
really did.
He
Wow.
had like a cot and yeah.
He went on to get himself a house, but I swear to God, he had a tire swing in the front yard on like a tree, and that's what he would do. He'd just be out there swinging on that tire swing all day. You drive by him, he'd
No,
be
he
like,
didn't.
"Hey."
And then
I
he
swear to God,
and then he would get in the car and take a ride.
just drive
Truck.
around.
He was in a truck
So he lived in the basement of the school.
for a long while. He did. Yeah, he
So
was
you go
like the Freddy
upstairs and-
Krueger.
Like, what do you do all day? I swing on a tire swing and I drive around in the car.
I
Now he
cleaned up
goes-
vomit from.
He goes
third grade
upstairs and
classroom.
solves math problems.
Yeah, it's like a beautiful mind.
His nickname
He's
is
got
Will
that pink
Hunky.
sawdust stuff he
Was
puts on vomit.
Remember that stuff?
Yeah,
What
Unfortunately,
was it? Like
yeah.
some kind of sand? Or something?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I always
When
thought it
kids used to
was
vomit, they'd put like that like sand.
it's like Cheeto dust or something. Is what it was. What the hell's that supposed to do?
Oh my
Exactly?
God, I
don't know.
just-
Cheeto dust. They used to open a bag of Cheeto, sling it all over.
Here you go, Miss Johnson. Here's you some Cheeto dust.
Okay, here we go, boys. Dallo, hey you scumbag! I want to go home. Hold
Maybe
on,
that's what
boys.
that
God damn it.
custodian was saying.
No, you may not go home. How about if I give you a banana?
What the fuck?
That's what that guy was when he was driving his truck. He was singing that song. Going to the basement of school.
What?
We'll give you banana. You're not gonna go home. Banana in the tailpipe.
How about if I give you a banana?
You on the banana, son?
All right.
It tastes just like a banana.
Banana
So-
pepper.
What we're seeing here is called foreshadowing because they're showing like a bunch of animals getting together and surrounding their prey,
Yes.
which is what's going to happen here.
What's some other
shortly.
big shows that were out around 1996, though? Can you guys remember any more shows?
My so-called life.
Millennium was on, which was like the parallel to this show, that existed in the same universe.
My three
That was-
sons of bitches.
No, that was in
What's that other one there? Life Goes On or something?
I've actually got the list here of the top 30 shows. of
Yeah, Seventh
96,
Heaven with that
97 season.
diddler guy.
Oddly enough, the 21st place, The X-Files, was tied with The Cosby Show. It was still on in 1996. It had to be the last season.
Wow.
Wow. Crazy.
Horror for different reasons.
Married with Children. When did Married with Children start in like the early 90s, didn't it? Like late 80s, early 90s?
Late 80s, I thought.
Yeah.
96 had to have been like, was Home Improvement and all them on
Yeah,
around that
Home
time?
Improvement, Touched by an Angel, NYPD Blue.
Yeah, all those
Frasier.
talk shows.
Judge Judy.
I'm sure Judge Judy was on somewhere.
Don't piss on my leg. Tell me it's raining, shithead.
Sybil. You remember Sybil?
They should have a new show, Judge Judy Uncut, where she just cusses everybody. Shut up. God damn it. Come in here.
That dude looks like Jason Voorhees.
He's impervious to pain as well. Here comes like,
Those peacocks.
no.
She was actually dating one of these guys at the time. Gillian Anderson
Gillian?
was, one of the guys.
One of the
that were playing
guys?
The Peacocks,
Just
yeah.
dating one of
There you
these
go.
guys?
That's kind of odd.
Because did they think she was inbred because of her nose, so they started dating?
So yeah, I mean, I can definitely understand like parts like this. Yeah, that to be on actual network TV in 1996.
Yeah, you didn't often see guys getting beat to death with baseball bats on TV.
Yeah.
Real quick, 6'7", 8-foot punch, and the guy got sent to the wall. 6'7", 8-foot punch, and the guy got his head stuck to the ceiling.
Those Beetlejuice, bro.
I'll let you know. Also, hey, you scumbag, I want to go home. Okay, fine.
We'll go
And
home.
the guy got sent out the window. He went home.
Scumbag.
You better go home. Or we'll make you go home.
Scumbag.
Rolling, come on now. One thing that I'll say about this though, the cinematography in this show like is really, really good. Like it looks great.
Yeah, just and
Yeah.
a lot of their shows too were so good that like they could have passed as movies.
Yeah.
Basically, like this could have been like its own like movie. You know,
Yeah. It wasn't
that's-
until I started watching it in HD and like I was just blown away by how cinematic everything looked.
That's what I was going to say. I think that's why
Mhm.
it does so well in like HD because of the way that it's shot. I think this
you know
show.
what's happening is I have the DVD collection, and part of me wants to get it on HD at some point because it does almost make it look like I'm watching it for the first time here.
Well, right now it's out of print, right? You think, Mark? The Blu-rays.
Yeah.
But I mean, there's got to
Rambo,
be some kind of 4K at some point. You think no?
I would think there has to be, like, especially with the reboot coming up, they'll probably put it out again.
I mean, there should be. They're doing fucking like Stuart Little and Mousetrap and fucking
Yeah.
Road Trip.
Mousetrap.
4Ks. So everything's coming to 4K.
Oh, you mean Mouse Hunt?
Yeah, Mouse Hunts, Mousetrap, Stuart Little, whatever. Yeah, it's all coming to 4K.
Stuart Little in 4K.
See, look how small her nose is, boys. Telling you.
Oh, you shut the fuck up my nose.
As small as a
It's
mouse.
just like a little bump.
Look at that. You can't tell me that her nose is proportional to her face. No. That's a hammerhead if I've
That's
ever
all
seen
you
one.
see when you look at her is just like the nose.
Yeah. Her nose stopped growing when she was 4.
How old do you think she was here?
Mm.
Was she in her 30s or
Early 30s, maybe.
what do you? How old?
Yeah, I want to say like late 20s, early 30s, somewhere around there.
Now, Wes, how old was her nose? When
Her
this
nose was
episode
still
started?
4.
Jesus Christ. Okay, she was born in 68, so she would have been 28 here.
Wow, and it's so funny because I feel like when I look at her, both of them feel older than in their 20s. Even looking at it now, I feel like.
So eventually, though, both would leave the show, right? Did they both leave the same time? Or
No.
No.
About season 8 is when David Duchovny was leaving, and she stayed on for that in season 9. In season 9, she was doing less.
Mm-hmm.
And then I think, like, by the end of season 9, they're trying to, like, pass the baton to Robert
So,
Patrick. And
did the
other girl.
popularity of the show, was it kind of dwindling? Like,
Yeah.
while they left?
I think they just got tired. I mean, if you do the same thing for 7 years, 8
It's so
years,
killer
Well,
right here.
I would say it probably dipped because David Duchovny left and her trying to hold it on her own. Like, if you look at the ratings, it dipped more when he wasn't there. I mean, he was the heart of the show. So.
but he was saying like why they left. I think like David Duchovny you just get tired of doing the same thing 7 years, I would assume.
Well, that's why during the show, he started to direct episodes. He would write episodes and he would do more than just act in the show. But he wanted to do more cinematic work. That's what it was like.
Yeah.
He did go on to be a big movie star, David Duchovny did.
Well, yeah, that's why he left. He tried, but I mean, we all know what happened there.
I'll stand by Evolution.
That was
time for lubricant.
The
great movie.
evolution is a mystery.
You look fine. So, right about at this point, Scully figures out that there's no way they could have known what was going on unless somebody else was in the house. Now
Yeah,
they're going to try to figure out where the hell she's at.
yeah.
So Wes, the makeup of these mutants, do you like them more here or in Hills of Ice 2, 2007?
My God.
Well, you're
I
right.
thought of it
Wilson.
because I remember you did the trailer voice. That still stuck in my head when you did the trailer voice for Hills of Ice 2 back in the day.
Funny thing is, I watched the movie the one time in a theater, and that was it. I have never attempted to rewatch that.
Got the kid from Ernest in it though.
What a movie.
But
It was
I
supposed
think
to
it
be
looks more like the sequels of like Wrong Turn. The makeup does in this.
Oh, shit.
Some more Bobby goodness.
What if Matt did a 12-mile walk to the store to buy a couple of
You're gonna
stuff and
kill
head for
me.
home to relax and read or nap?
I
or
walked
just,
12 miles.
or just realized that he left his stuff at the store, so he walks back.
I walked 12 miles. I will die.
I fucking forgot about this scene too. This is an amazing scene with this deputy. What happens to him?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, this is a cool bit. Probably one
Do
of my
they
favorite bits.
rip his guts out through his asshole?
Yeah,
Yeah, they
Scary
can't.
guts.
You
Not
gotta
on
see it.
TV.
It's really cool especially for a TV show.
I mean, but nowadays this would seem like you could do this nowadays. I mean, there's many shows now that
Well,
are
yeah.
pretty violent and stuff. It's weird
It
though
would be
how
like
things
on-
have
yeah.
changed.
Right.
Like, why do you
'Cause-
think that is? Is people got used to it, or the MPA or whatever was on TV just stopped caring, or society
Jay
just
Strongbow.
changed?
I don't know, man. I don't think TV really exists anymore, does it? Like, I mean, not in the way that it did.
Like that could
At
have been
this
an
time.
episode on like Netflix series or something like that. Like
Yeah, nowadays
Yeah.
everything is streaming to everything else, so you could do whatever on any of those platforms.
So this was actually right before they did the. I knew I was looking over here on Wikipedia. In December of '96, they introduced the TV parental guidelines rankings that we see up in the corners or whatever.
Okay.
And I guess later on, they ranked this TVMA, and it was the only X Files episode that was rated that. So that's kind of interesting.
I wonder if it was so many complaints. Maybe not.
I think
just from
there
this-
was. I think I remember hearing that too.
Yeah, because there was well, not to give away the ending, but there was going to be like a sequel episode to this, and they were going to do it on Millennium.
That's
Now-
a cool bit.
This is so
Shit.
cool.
Yeah. But yeah, like because on X Files they would do like sequel episodes, but they for some reason just never got around to doing one for this. So it was going to be on Millennium, and I think the head of Fox at the time approved it, but then like later on, some lobbyists and other guys were like, "No, those characters are never coming back to TV." So we didn't get the home sequel that we should have got.
Although I did ask, now that you know they've killed officers, why can't they call backup? I mean, it may
They're
take
not.
some time.
Well,
to
I
get
think
there,
as we've
but-
seen through all these episodes, they're not very good FBI agents.
I just thought like, hey, we need some like that would be like Waco, like all this stuff, like call some
Yeah,
backup.
but they just decided to go it alone because fuck it.
Yeah, that's Mulder. He don't need backup.
yeah,
I mean-
Grim. It never really aired after.
Are they thinking there's innocent people inside or what?
I'm not sure, really.
They're not really
Because
sure.
otherwise, why don't you just fucking throw a grenade in there?
Well, they're trying to get to the mother.
Grenade.
Do they have grenades?
That
Like-
big kill. Yeah.
Don't
Just
even
shoot
want
a
to ask them
bazooka.
I'll
questions. I
show
just want to blow
you,
the house up.
fucking inbred some bitches.
I want to see that.
Here's the grenade.
To the fucking around with their fucking
Oh.
pigs.
It's their distraction. Yeah, they're
Oh,
they're
yeah.
trying to get to the mother. They think that like whatever female is
yeah.
inside is being held captive.
They know somebody else is in the house. They know it's a female,
Yeah.
but they can't
It's like
figure
a-
out.
Yeah, their version of a rescue mission, basically.
Well, they're fucking
It's
up.
so funny. They're just like chilling. Guy's head just got shot.
My God. Looks
Yeah, boys, there's a bunch of janitors here in Eastern Kentucky. It's,
looks like Maytown.
it's Maytown, yeah.
But it is interesting just how much TV's changed. Like if you look at like the show True Detective or stuff, I mean, this would seem like this would happen like every episode, but this was looked at as just so
Yeah.
hardcore back then. Just as like movies too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, I mean, this was also, though, on network TV, though, right? Like True Detective
Yeah.
on
Right,
pay
yeah.
TV.
Yeah.
So that's
Yes.
a pretty big difference, too. Do they have any shows like this on like network TV now? That
I don't even know what's on network TV
I don't
anymore, to
either.
be honest.
I mean,
I
I
don't
guess
either, no.
Supernatural would have been the closest thing, but I think that's
Yeah.
over now.
Wasn't that show on for like 20 years or something crazy? It was
It
on. for-
was a long time.
It's a terrible show.
It is. I hate that show. Jensen Ackles
Jared,
ass.
Jared Paddle Dickey or
Hey,
whatever
boy.
that his name is.
Old fucking Channing Tatum ripoff, some bitch.
I've only seen the first episode, so I can't say much.
This is my favorite part of this whole episode because this woman does an amazing job.
I thought you were going to say because the newspaper about Elvis.
No.
Got the collector's item there.
But yeah, Mrs. Peacock, yeah.
Gotta look like Charles Bronson.
I was just about to say that.
It's Charles Bronson, Death Wish 5, boy.
Death Wish 6 ain't dead yet.
I'm still here, goddammit.
Oh yeah, the reveal here.
Yeah.
was a good one too. The reveal. No arms and no legs.
Nubby.
It is easy for sex.
Jesus.
Just wheel her in
Kind of
there.
what they.
You just pick her up and just do whatever. Nothing's in the way.
Well, good night, everybody. We'll see y'all later.
I didn't curse or anything.
Mark's like, is there anybody out there with no arms and no legs by any
Yeah.
chance?
There's love for everybody.
Looking for love.
Looking for
Love for
love
everybody.
in all the wrong places.
Well, if there was a woman out there that's like that, they probably have an OnlyFans page if they're on the internet.
That's true.
Yeah. They just have to someone else work the computer.
Voice active.
Glad we're multi-streaming this, aren't you, Garrett?
Yeah.
Sorry, Jared.
It's all good.
Somebody said, now we know Rambo's type.
He's very picky.
No, I'm very open-minded, folks. Very open-minded.
He's
I
very
don't judge.
open-minded, and Wes is talking about the size of noses over there.
Two different mindsets are going on here, I feel like. So yeah, Mark, as you mentioned too, they thought that she's kind of being held captive, but they pretty quickly realized that she's
Just enjoying it.
Yeah, she likes it. She wants to be there. Keep the family going.
So where the inbred men just go out and run around after the pigs or something? Where the hell
they're
they
trying
doing?
to corral the. They don't know what's going on. They're trying to corral the pigs
Yeah,
back.
Yeah.
There they are.
Yeah, because I think the sheriff said that they grow their own food and they make their own stuff. They don't go shopping or anything.
You imagine seeing them. Well, I kind of do see them at Walmart most of the
It
time.
sounded like she called her Mrs. Pigcock.
Miss Pigcock.
That's the Dead Pits mascot, Mrs. Pitcock.
Miss Pigcock.
Your new mascot. You better draw it up. You have a mascot now.
Don't feel pain.
I mean, I do think the actress does a good job.
Jen?
I do think
Yeah.
the makeup on her teeth, especially, is very good. Because it looks real.
Well, you got to keep in mind too, an HD version of this probably was never meant to be seen either.
No.
So some of the colors and stuff on the makeup is not the best, but it's still pretty good.
And the actress does a good job. I think she's.
I know. Imagine her life though just gets rolled under there all day, and then when they want her, they just roll her around. That's what her life has become basically. Get back under there.
Yeah, I remember Tucker Smallwood talking about his death scene. He was laying in that fake blood for like hours. He said he was miserable.
To take y'all back there, though, just for a day, 1996. What was the most popular song in 1996? You guys have any guesses?
Or that's post grunge.
96. I don't know, maybe Bush or something. Glycerine. I don't know.
Voodoo Dolls.
The fuck will be in '96?
It was
Like
a
Whitney
sensation.
Houston?
It was a one-hit wonder sensation in 1996. Clue.
MC Hammer.
No, that was early '90s.
Shit, I don't know.
Lost Del
Blues
Rio,
Traveler.
Macarena.
What?
Oh yeah.
That was the number one song in
Macarena.
1996.
Hey Macarena. Yeah, Macarena.
People just love the shit out of Macarena.
Shoot him, Scully. Don't just stand there.
I don't know why people love that song. It's such an awful song.
Oh,
Shoot
yeah.
in the head.
People love the little dance and shit, though.
I guess.
I know. I never really understood that whole thing.
But yeah, other big artists, Mariah Carey, Celine Dion, Tracy Chapman, Give Me One Reason. That was a big hit.
They got the Queen Bee in there. She's going after her. Back in. Looks like Rhino. That one guy does.
Yeah, it does.
Boot Scootin' Boogie, man. That was early 90s. Who you talking about?
Get down, turn around, go to town.
How about Scootin' Boogie?
Oh God, I remember that.
Not a country music fan, Rambo.
Not stuff like that.
Now, the list of horror movies in 1996 were pretty pathetic. It's on here, at least the mainstream ones.
You better catch them before they reproduce.
Going out like jackrabbits. Rambo's talking about this.
It's like it kind of sucks though
top.
because they're trying to like rebuild the family, so they're like going at it, and it's like, all right, we're gonna wait 9 months. Like, you hidden. Like it's not like they can just keep spitting them out. They listen to like romantic music.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks for the super chat, Bobby. I get what you mean. Like, it would be interesting, like if they're doing the revival, which they're doing another reboot.
Of course.
Maybe if they ignore some of the lesser seasons, but I don't think they could nowadays. I just think because it's too much of a hassle, people would be too easily confused. But it would be the better story-wise. It got so overcomplicated, it got so overwrought, it got so muddled that I don't even know. I don't want any more, but they'll do it anyway because they want more money. But they think nostalgia will rise. I don't think it's going to be as. I don't think it's going to be a hit. I think people
Even like
don't
Twin
care
Peaks
anymore.
didn't do well, did it? On its recent run.
I don't know.
No, not really.
It didn't.
Any memory of the next episode, Calico?
What was it called?
Calico? Telco or something? I don't know.
I can't remember what that is.
I don't remember that one at all.
I don't know.
Jellicoe
I don't remember
Mountain.
it either.
Well,
Telco.
all right. So the big question here is that what did you think, CK?
Oh
It was
no!
okay.
Imagine 14-year-old CK watching that. What would you have thought?
I probably would have liked it a lot more when I was younger, yeah.
So it's for little kids, you're saying?
I think he's afraid to admit that he liked that better.
I think he was too busy looking at how much money the Macarena made and wasn't really focusing on.
Listen, I mean, nostalgia definitely helps to speak for myself. But I still really like it. But
Well, that was the first episode that I watched all the way through, so you congratulate me on that.
100%.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
were
but-
forced to though.
But I mean, can you see like the reason why that was something that they were probably like, I can't believe we just showed this on network TV and
Oh yeah, I mean I can
context of it,
understand
you
why
know?
they didn't replay it for what you say, Mark, about 3 years or whatever. It was completely
Yeah.
banned.
I mean,
Yeah,
just
which is
thinking
the-
about Nubbins and herself, you know.
The old
Crazy.
nubby mama.
Yeah.
Very well made episode though. I mean, and it was fine. It's okay.
There was a time period there, like Mark was talking about, where they were making all those episodes in Canada, and like they all had a certain look to them that I think just like every time I go back and watch those particular episodes, it takes me back to that, and I think they just looked better. Like they looked like you all were saying, like a movie almost. Cinematography was so much better at that point.
Yeah.
Did you guys know these episodes by heart? I think some more than I do, but I always remember what was the one where the dude I think had like electricity and he had like that filter. Hey man, nice shot. He's like standing on the top of it.
DPO.
Yeah,
That was always
Giovanni
an
Ribisi
episode I remembered a
Jack
big
Black
time.
was in it.
What was the name? What season would that have been?
Season 3.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I always liked that one a lot.
Yeah,
Yeah, some
Jack Black
creepy
got
seasons.
killed in it, so that was cool.
Now he's in Minecraft land.
Oh
Sadly.
God, I gotta go see that movie tomorrow. God have mercy on me.
You're going to go.
Good
Oh
luck.
man.
They're gonna yell that thing, and you're gonna be like ready to walk out.
I've seen it, so you're in for a wonderful time. I'll tell
It's
you that.
wild because it made so much money, so you know there's more coming. I mean, it's gonna probably
Oh,
be
yeah.
like sequels. Then they're probably gonna do like Fortnite and all this other shit. But like they said, it's basically just green screen with the actors running around, and that's all the biggest. You know what it is basically. They said it's
Yeah,
really just
If you ever seen those Jumanji sequels that also had
Hmm.
Jack Black in it, it's just like that. Only it's in Minecraft.
There's this idea now too, because of this movie, that like for movies to be really big, they have to somehow or another cross over to like have a cultural kind of like this movie did with the what was it called, the chicken thing or whatever.
Chicken Jockey.
Chicken jock. Yeah, so like everybody's wanting there to be like some sort of catchphrase or something that catches on and becomes viral for movies now. So like,
But
that's
why
the
did
way
that
it's gonna be
catch on? I
marketed.
don't understand. Is that the
I
name
feel
of the
like- I
character,
don't
or
know.
did he just say it? Like,
The people who are fans of the game, they went to see it, and now there's all these stories where they just were applauding everything and they're tearing up the theater. It was like their thing to do. Like they're like if when you're at a football game and the team wins or loses, they just tear everything up. It's like they love this game, and it's like a bunch of kids just excited for everything. And so I think in the movie, there's like a little thing called a jockey, a little thing called a chicken, as Ryan is. Oh, it's so cute. It's just some fad thing. Like, why were people into the Macarena? It was just people into stupid stuff at that time because it's a meme. 'cause
yeah,
it's
but
a
does anybody know
trend.
if that character was like a part of the game, or they just created it for the movie? Like,
Oh, I don't have any idea.
I
and
don't
they just
know.
thought that the word chicken jockey was funny, so that's why it took off. Like, I don't understand like how that.
I don't think
Word,
that
like,
shit
took
is
off and
meant for us to understand. It's
Yeah,
for
you-
fucking kids.
Yeah.
You try to explain it
Well,
logically. That's
you
your
know, but like
mistake.
I'm saying, like if you like, all right, when we were kids and we saw the Mario movie, right, and it was nothing like we wanted it to be, but then you saw the little dinosaur and it was like, and everybody's like, oh my god, it's Yoshi, and he calls it Yoshi or whatever, and then everybody marks out because they're like, oh my god, that's Yoshi. Now, was this character like an actual game person, like Chicken Jockey is its name, or did this thing just come out of thin air? That's what I don't understand. Like, what
These
does
are
he
the
have any
questions-
significance to the game, or is it just the movie that? I don't know. I have no
these
idea.
answered. I have no idea.
It's kids raised
know.
on TikTok and Instagram and memes. It's a different ball game than we were back in the
Poor
day.
old Jack Black's in this too. Is it right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's gonna bleed. I think.
Man, I feel sorry for these actors nowadays. Really, think about it. I mean,
guys banking on so much money just to.
well, I
play
know,
on
but I mean,
green
like
screen. I mean,
all of this stuff is fucking awful, though. Like every movie that Jack Black's
not.
done for like the past
Oh, I mean, I don't even know what.
15 years or 20 years or whatever.
He keeps taking it though. That's his fault.
Well, I mean, he's getting paid. I guess
Yeah.
that's the option, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I
But
mean,
think
you
about
could, if
this
you
though, like
got-
on what movies are now. It's just they're just dancing around a set with like green screen, and
that's
then
what I'm saying.
it's-
Like, if you got Kevin Hart, The Rock, and Jack Black, and put all their movies together, I might like 2 of them. Like, it's ridiculous how shitty like all their filmography is. Really, it's all the same type of stuff. It's all stuff like just
they don't have to like go anywhere really. It's just like just in like a studio,
Exactly.
like backdrops and shit. Like it's not. I don't know. It's just strange. It just doesn't feel like movie making anymore to me. And that's why I don't usually
man.
go.
It's
You know,
it's changed so much. Like it's not an art form anymore. It's
Right.
like it's like factory. They're just fucking churning this stuff out. They get a property, like you were mentioning. You know, Minecraft. These fucking dumbass kids love this shit, and they realized, I guess, with the Mario movie from a few years ago. I mean, they can print money with these movies, man. Like Sonic the Hedgehog, Mario. I'm sure they'll do like a Donkey Kong movie, like a Zelda movie at some point. Minecraft.
They're doing a Zelda movie, so
is,
They are?
Is Anya Taylor Joy going to be in it? Because that'd be the perfect. fucking-
She's Princess Zelda. in it.
we are old as hell. L.A. Jill.
Jack Black will be what's the guy Ganon or whatever? He'll be Ganon in it.
Here's the funny thing about today, though, as opposed to the past. Is I wouldn't want to fucking sound young. People today sound stupid as hell, like this stuff. Oh,
Yeah. What do they call
Your
it
kids
now?
ever say something that you're kind of like, what the hell are you talking?
all the time they talk about shit like skibbity toilets and stuff. And I'm like, what the, shut the fuck up! What the hell are you talking about?
Skibbity toilet.
Skibbity, motherfucker. Like, what language did you make up, or like your friends talking about? Like
Skibbity.
Dude,
And
seriously though,
Riz
like
and stuff.
times have changed so much that you can't, like back in the day,
Oh my
you could
God.
point out the prep kid, the popular kid, right? Nowadays you can't. The fucking nerdiest, pussiest motherfucker that loves Taylor Swift is like the popular kid in school.
so.
It's like that. Remember that scene in 21 Jump Street where they went back to school?
Oh yeah.
And all the kids are
Right.
talking about like the planet and stuff, and they were like the cool kids, and he goes, "What the hell's going on here?" He's like, he wanted to like beat him up, and they're like, "What are you doing?" You know.
It's
so
changed.
Patrick
Game's
has he
changed.
says, according to Google, chicken jockey is a rare thing that to come across in the game.
Oh.
So apparently it is in the game.
yeah, it's one of those. It's one of those movies that I didn't understand most of it, but I guess because I never played the game. So if you know the game and you love the Easter eggs, that's really all you get from it. But if you're looking for a story or characters or fun or anything decent or pacing or dialogue or fun, you ain't gonna get it.
I'm looking forward to that, man. Can't wait.
You will love it, I'm sure.
Do you
long
think when
is
your
the
kids
movie?
are like? Do you think when your kids are like 40 and they're like talking to each other, are they gonna say "skibbity
remember.
toilet"? Do you think?
I hope not. I hope that's not. I hope that doesn't carry over the. You remember when we used to talk about skibbity toilets, and it's just
You remember when we used to watch movies in the theater, how prehistoric that was? Like, that's what they'll be saying when they're 40, because there won't be any movie theaters
no.
at that point.
You know, I see a comment from Jamaral81. Am I on an island by myself here? But I freaking loved Violent Nature. Did everybody not? Did everybody
I
not
liked
like
it.
that?
I did like it.
Yeah,
Because I
think-
keep hearing people saying how bad it was. I was like, I thought that was like a really cool movie. Like
I thought it was very
something-
boring, but I liked it.
I thought it was just, I don't know. It won me over as being different. So I don't know. I was really,
It just
Same
really felt like I was watching somebody play a video game for a lot of the movie.
kind of did feel that way. But I
Yeah.
mean, I was I was all in on it. Like I was interested in the movie, but it feels like a lot of people.
It's an interesting idea and concept. I'll give them that for
Mhm.
sure.
Yeah, I like it.
It's all right.
Oh God.
I would think that they would do a sequel to it. I mean, it seems easy enough.
They
But I
will.
don't-
They definitely.
But I don't know
mean,
what you do. Do you stick to the same concept or do you change? You know, I don't know.
I think
They
so.
do.
I mean, it's basically like a Friday the 13th movie. It has a legend and a background and a lore and just a killer that was. It's easy to.
I mean, if they
maybe
would have
figure-
made that a Friday the 13th movie, to me, it would have been somewhat passable for being unique enough. But
Mhm.
Have it set in the 80s. That would have been cool.
Oh. But anyway, skibbity toilets and whatnot's aside here.
Skibbity dibbity doo. Garrett, I was going to mention something to you though, because I've been on a
Yeah.
kick of like researching anchor based stuff, right?
Oh God.
And I asked Felcher about this because I distinctly remember you mentioning this in a stream about Anchor Bay announcing Trick or Treat for release back in the day. I think it was you, right? That you remember
think so.
hearing. I'm pretty sure because you said, didn't they announce Trick or Treat back like years and years ago? Or somebody didn't stream. I don't know.
no, I the one movie that I thought, and I'm actually going to do a video on this, is that Summer Camp Nightmare is a movie that I've always wanted to come out a new edition, and it actually was on pre-order back in the day on Amazon, and I pre-ordered it, and then it got canceled, and then nobody ever heard about it again. So I don't know who was trying to put it out. I don't remember, but I just thought it was weird that it was pre-order. But I don't remember anything about Trick or Treat. I really don't.
Well, somebody mentioned it, right? So, get this. I was looking at an archived version of Anchor Bay UK's website, and it was listed as coming soon in 2004.
Really?
It never came out. I asked Felcher about it. I'm like, what the hell? And he was like, well, they could have had the rights briefly and something came up and they couldn't release it. So I thought that was kind of interesting, right? So it's listed on the site, 1986 Trick or Treat coming soon or whatever, but it never came out. So I thought that was kind of fun.
Yeah, it is interesting. I didn't know anything about it. You know what else is funny? And I've been looking on eBay like you for Anchor Bay stuff, but I can't. You know what's hard to find is all that UK stuff. There, like I can't find it anywhere. Where would be a place to buy all that stuff? Because they had such crazy editions that we never saw.
The UK version of eBay, probably.
Oh yeah, I guess so. I didn't even think about that.
Some of the UK stuff is on the American, but I mean, not a lot. Like the
I
Madman
have some,
UK
like-
DVD.
I have obviously the Phantasm set. I have the Scanners box set. I have a Creep Show. Like, I mean, I have a bunch of stuff from the UK, but there's a lot out. The Brood. There's a lot out there that we just never got over here. So I'd be interested to check a lot of that out.
Yeah, yeah, there is a decent amount. I've got Razorback back there. That was an exclusive.
What was the movie you told me to buy?
Lady,
Lightning Kid or something?
Lightning Bug, the
Lightning Bug.
Robert Greene movie. It's got Ashley. I think Ashley Lawrence is in it. You remember that,
Robert
Uncle
Hall,
Bill?
right?
Or yeah,
Robert Hall, yeah.
Robert Greene Hall. Sorry.
He was the guy that did what he do? Chrome
Laid to
Skull?
Rest.
Laid to Rest. Yeah.
Yeah, and
And
this is
that
kind-
movie was based on his life, actually, from what I
Yeah,
remember. Like,
it's it's basically his biopic kind of, but it was very low budget. Very good. I mean, I think it's something that somebody could remake with a big budget, and it would probably be a big hit. I mean, that's how good the story is, I think.
I gotta ask though, since Garrett's on here, what did you think about the Vinegar Syndrome releases? The Golden Child, Dirty.
Oh,
Work,
dude! I mean,
and,
Dirty Work is one of my favorite comedies, so I'm 100% in on that. And I think that's even a version that we haven't got yet. Like it's like an unrated or rated R or some shit version.
And I think it has a 2-hour word print on it.
So I'm 100% getting that. Golden Child, like I mean, I've only seen it probably once in my life, so I don't even really remember it. But unfortunately, I'm collecting all those VSUs, so I'm gonna have to get it. And then what was the other one? Jade.
Jade.
I mean, I
Yeah.
don't own Jade at all, so I don't know. It could be one that I'll get, but probably down the line when it gets a little bit cheaper.
I just wonder, like, if
that's
I
it.
wait on those, like, could I? I mean, how long are they going to stay in? There's 8,000 of each one of
All
those,
of
so
them.
it's like,
I
Yeah, I
don't
mean, I
think
guess
any of
just
those
keep
are
your
gonna
eye
sell
on
out.
it, and see where they go. If they get, start getting around 2,000, I would probably bite on it. But
Yeah, I don't
Yeah,
think you
I'll
have to worry about the running out.
I don't think they're
But that
gonna sell
Dirty
out
Work
any of
one, keep
those.
your eyes on that because that's a pretty popular movie that's been well out of print for a long time after. only
yeah.
gone
I mean, when I
live,
did
so-
the stream on that and everything, that was the one everybody lost their shit about. It wasn't anything about the Golden Child or Jade. Like everybody was
I've
talking about
never
that.
seen that movie. Never heard
it's
of
funny,
it.
man. It
Yeah.
really is. It's hilarious. Yeah. But Olive Films did the Blu-ray originally, and they've been gone, so that thing's kind of been going for big money.
For
So
Jade.
that's why I think. No, Dirty
Oh,
Work.
okay. Oh, Dirty
Yeah.
Work. Okay.
Yeah. Somebody did Jade. I don't remember who it was though.
Yeah, I can't remember either. I have the not the VHS, the Blu-ray over there. It was God damn, I can't remember. I don't feel like digging it out, but it wasn't a great Blu-ray, so it could use the upgrade for sure.
Mr. Bombastic, call me.
Man, like
God.
the thing is, people on the Vinegar Syndrome, we were talking about this before the stream started, I think. The Vinegar Syndrome collectors, people are starting to turn on them, which is kind of surprising because those guys are like pro Vinegar Syndrome, sucking their ass all day, every day. But yeah, the problem is they're turning away from what brought them to the dance. And the second biggest sale of their entire year coming up, which they've still got 2 titles that we don't know about, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Two
I mean,
secret-
you wonder though if they're just getting so big that they can afford to do this, and they figure that more people will check them out,
Yeah,
or
I
do
mean-
you think like somebody like a TerrorVision hurt them because when Brad left, he said like, "Oh, I just got access to like 300 like low budget movies." Like, how many are left that Vinegar Syndrome is finding? Right? Like at that point, it's almost like they took that business model and just basically cornered.
But
it.
if you look at it though, every company's doing that. Like all these smaller companies, when they get enough like capital built up, are going for like the bigger titles. Like that just seems like a natural
Mhm.
progression. The difference I think with Vinegar Syndrome is that was their whole reputation, is that they just put out shitty B movies that nobody knows about. So now, like when they're coming out with all these like regular movies, people are like, "Fuck you." Like,
Yeah,
they're like,
I mean,
all their
Golden Child
fans
is
are
a little
turning
bit of
on-
an interesting release, I think, for them. Like an Eddie Murphy movie.
Yeah,
like,
but
it
to
just
me,
seems like a little
it's
bit
no,
different. Than,
it's no different than like Roadhouse or
I guess you're right.
Navy
sure.
SEALs and stuff like that. Like it's the
Mhm.
same kind of thing. It's just, I think that they got to do stuff like that in a way because, I mean, if they're going to appeal to the mainstream, they got.
But they were fucking going crazy for hundreds of beavers. Give me a break.
Well, that sold out twice. I was like, what the
Yeah.
hell?
Like you're not
See,
complaining
none of
about a
this-
bunch of beavers, but Golden
none
Child,
of it
how
makes
dare
any
you, get
sense
the
to
fuck
me.
outta
Like
here.
their business model makes no sense because they'll put out stuff like that, and I've never
Well,
heard
I
of it,
mean-
and it sells out in like a day. So I don't know. I'm not.
Right.
Like, so I was like Garrett though with the VSUs for a while. I was like, well, this is a very cool line. I like the artwork, and I like overall the movies that they're coming out with on the VSU. And then they started coming out with fucking stuff like Navy SEALs and Congo. I'm sorry, Rainbow, and like just stuff that I don't, and Showgirls as well. Really, stuff that I really don't want or need in my collection. And I'm like, I'm out, man. I think that I'm out with it. Like, I can't just randomly buy all of this shit that I don't want. I'm
Well,
running
you,
out of
you
money.
shouldn't have,
anyway.
you shouldn't in the first place. Just buy what you want, like every other company.
Yeah.
That's how it should
And the
always
biggest
work.
problem with Vinegar Syndrome right now to me is the prices are going up. Like everything is high as shit now. Like I forget how much that Golden Child was, but wasn't it like 40?
It's got to be 40 something bucks.
Well, the limited edition, unless you go for the standard.
I don't think there is a standard, though.
Wow,
Yeah,
Matt
they're-
said the Flash bundle sold out. That's insane because I looked at it and I was like, I'm not going to spend $400 right
Ain't
now.
no way that fucking shit sold out. It was like $400. People,
I
cannot
gotta
do
check
that.
now. That's insane. If it did, I gotta see this.
I need the dirty work, so I need to
Okay, I
start
was
moving. If that
thinking of
thing's...
Jade had
What
a
was the Flash
standard.
bundle? Was it everything?
It was everything plus
Yeah,
two secret titles or something.
I don't believe that.
No,
I
wait.
think if
Oh,
it's
go
on there as sold out, then they fucking took it off there or something. I don't think that.
Because the sale's going on till Monday, right?
I don't believe that, man.
They're full
pulling
of
some.
piss.
They're pulling some bullshit. I'm telling you.
I'm curious to see what. Are you on there, Mark?
Yeah.
Let me know
trying to-
what the dirty work numbers are.
What's that trick
wanna
to see how much they have left?
Yeah, I was trying to do that myself.
Okay. So you go to frig. I always forget this.
I'm
They're
still-
like page source.
You
The
go to- yeah,
absolutely
and then
everything
you-
bundle. Is that what you're talking about? Because I'm still seeing
It's
it.
still
here.
on there, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Go to view page source, and then it's like something quantity.
I can't do it
I
on
always
the
forget
iPad.
the fucking.
Just type in the inventory on it, and you should be able to find it on the view source page.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, let me see.
I think it's. You'll find like.
It's not inventory, but something else.
Yeah, it's not working for me.
Okay,
Okay,
so dirty
go
work's still over
to-
2,000. Okay, that's good. Then.
Okay.
Phantasmatch is spreading fake news out there.
What the fuck was that? Somebody in here probably knows.
Yeah, somebody can look. I think it only shows though if it's under like what.
You can't do core source anymore. LA Jewel says.
Oh,
You know why?
really?
Because then they can finagle it.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, they can't bullshit you know.
That was like when Scream Factory was doing that for a while. Remember when they were doing that, and then all of a sudden it would bump up. Like they were starting to do like the quantities, and then all of a sudden, like one day it's like 70 left, and then you look at it again, it was like 92. Like 3 days later, and you're like, "What? Did everybody return it? Like, how did it go up?" So they stopped kind of doing that now.
What's
So I
wild
think
though is like
people
all
fall
the
out.
partner label stuff. Like, what is it? A total of like 15 different movies on here, none of which look good, none of which I've ever heard of.
It's
How do
tough,
they
man. It's
keep
so much-
doing this every month, man? You would think
I
it.
don't know. I can't keep up with it anymore. It's hard, man.
Yeah. And what's crazy is there's people that buy every bit of this stuff, everything that comes out, guarantee it.
Well, did you see the big debacle now with Vestron, right? So like I'm like that's one of the only lines that I have every single one for, and it's like they're all numbered and whatnot.
Yeah,
And
I don't
What is
know if I did it right, but I was looking at the Golden Child, and when I did that, it says there's 2001 left.
Oh, you
And
got
it
it
said
to
it-
work?
Yeah, it says you do source page, you do Control F, and then you just type in inventory quantity,
That's what it was.
Okay.
inventory
Try it
dash
again.
quantity.
I think anything that's over 2,000 copies has 2001 on it though, so it only works if it's under 2,000 copies or something, right? Isn't that
Maybe
how
that's what it
works?
is.
Yeah.
That might
Mr.
be it.
Bombastic says, "What does the subscription do? Everything I see on there says is not included with the subscription."
Well, they're doing you a favor.
It's like if you're a baseball card collector, you do the subscription, you get just the commons, and then like anything cool, you have to like pay extra money.
There's a lot of stuff on here that I would really like to have, but I just cannot bring myself to be like Murder Rock. I would like to get that, but it's like 40 some bucks.
Who has murder? I feel like I just bought that.
Yeah, there's a Blu-ray that came out a few years
Was
ago.
it
I think
Severin? Who did Murder Rock?
it may have
Probably
been
was
Scorpion.
Severin because they like a lot of Fulci stuff. But
I think it may have been Scorpion though on that one.
I think it is Scorpion.
I almost feel like I just bought it.
but yeah, I don't know Vinegar Syndrome anymore.
I think
Also-
they've had a rough year. I mean, what was the last gigantic release that had everybody talking though?
Ain't
Had
no
to be-
way.
What?
Satan's Child says that Dirty Work sold 6,000 copies already.
No.
Maybe not. Maybe he's just seeing 2,000, so he assumes it's
Yeah.
showing you too. But yeah, so anyway, so Vestron now seems like it's strictly to the Lionsgate website now, which is a huge issue because that just brought that up like $10 in price plus shipping. So like for a Vestron title now, when you were spending $14 at Walmart, you're spending $30 on the site now.
Yeah, and there's more coming too because Felcher said that he was working on a couple and one that he had just finished or whatever. So they're definitely doing more. So yeah, look for all those to be at least $24.99 a piece and side exclusives.
which
From here
was
on
kind of
out.
what made them so special. I think is that they were pretty budget friendly for what you got.
Yeah, and then I wonder how those did too. I've always wondered that. Like when they were like $12, $15 or whatever, like how many did they sell? Phil sure has to know that too.
You
I
would
would be
think
really
okay.
curious.
I mean, because the ones that people are getting now, you can't get them with the slipcover and stuff. So I mean, I'm assuming that they probably sold pretty well. But yeah, the Lionsgate site stuff sucks, man. Like they kill you with shipping over there too. So you're buying 2 discs from them and you're spending almost $100 due to shipping, and then the steelbooks themselves are like $50.
That's
So
crazy.
they're really screwing you over there.
One quick thing to Jats and Jack, if you look at the Dirty Word features, scroll down to the bottom of the features, it'll tell you they have the 2-hour war print. It's a video standard version, but it has a 2-hour cut of it as well. But scroll down the features, Jats and Jack, it says it on there.
That's a standard def version on the 4K disc, though. That's kind of shitty, really, that they would do.
But Satan, it says everything that's got more than 2,000 just says 2,000. So that's it's so
okay,
it's not
so
really
but if
telling
it doesn't, then it will actually tell you the
Okay.
amount. Like if it's less than 2,000.
Yeah, because I looked at Dirty Word or Golden Child, they said 2001, so it's the same. So yeah, they'll only just say that.
But yeah, I would say Wes. I mean, I don't know if you care, but I mean, I think you'd actually really like Dirty Work a lot. It's not PC at all. It's very
Yeah, I
It's
mean,
actually pretty
maybe,
brutal.
but I'll wait for a sale or something unless it sells out. So, but yeah, I mean, I can't remember the last thing that I even bought from Vinegar Syndrome, man. To be honest with you,
It's
The
'cause
last
you
big
have a
one was
beef
the
now
Keep.
after the Keep incident. Yeah,
the
Yeah,
Keep,
that was
the
it.
Keep must have been the last one that I bought.
I just think it's funny, like all these people that kept buying these movies that they never heard of, they probably never watched, they probably thought it was shit anyway, and they're the ones now complaining. It's like, where were you like 2 years ago when you bought like 5 of these like no budget movies that you would never go watch, and or you're like, oh, I got this, and it was shit.
I mean,
There's
Vinegar
definitely
Syndrome.
Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say back in the day, Vinegar Syndrome though was like it really was kind of limited. Like the most that they did was like 2,000, sometimes 3,000, and then something happened. All of a sudden, they were just like, it went up to 5,000. Then
Probably
it went
because
up
they
to
kept selling out, so they were like, "Well,
7,
F it,
yeah,
we can make more money here because these people are
10,000,
crying and complaining and buying stuff off eBay that they're missing here. Why don't we
which
just,
is yeah,
do it more,
which is good. But the other part of that, the other side of that coin that's bad for them is that now it kind of like hurts like the credibility of people. Like in terms of it used to be like you knew that shit was going to go out of print, and you knew you were going to own something that was pretty like special and hard to find. Now it's like any other store, like it's going to stay in print pretty much forever, and it's I don't know.
Well, that's
I
why
don't-
they're
there's
trying. That's
no-
why sometimes they'll have those sales and be giving some of these away because there's probably so much stock.
That's what
you
I'm
know?
waiting on. Yeah.
Yeah. And
I
then
mean,
the only
tough.
thing that goes out of print are those shitty partner label titles, which
Yeah,
nobody
for real.
wants.
Yeah, they
Part-
really do.
Part of the issue too is those like and me and Garrett were talking about this not too long ago when Felcher just bombarded everybody with all that shit that had never come out before. Where do these companies go like that made their name on some of these obscure cult movies that have never gotten a release, and we're starting to see it more and more. Arrow Video, they're doing it. Kino is doing it. Scream Factory is doing it. Probably the worst of all of them. They're re-releasing stuff that already has great editions and just upgrading it to 4K. Like
Well,
I
there's
think-
two reasons. It's probably because they have the rights still, so like, F it, let's just try to milk this when we
Yeah.
have it, or
Mm-hmm.
it's one of those things where, I talked to somebody about this when it comes to a certain title. Like the reason you see, like, okay, let's say, case in point, the reason you see Return of the Living Dead keeps coming out, dude. Steelbook. Here's a different color steelbook. Here's the 4K. Here's
Walmart
this.
Steelbook.
The reason they do that is because if they have the rights for a movie they know is going to sell, then they're like, F it, let's just change the packaging. We got it already done. Let's just re-release it with a new packaging, and we know it's going to make money, so then we can use that money to try to find something else better. So like they've got all these other movies that they're just throwing on different packages because they're like, we don't have to do any work here. Just put it back out. Let's make a little money
there's
on
a
it, and then we'll
small percent of the population of people that buy physical media that will buy every version of movies, okay, of like any kind of movie. And then there's another percent of the population that will buy every version of movies that they really like no matter. They'll buy
But
every single one
between
of
the two, do they see a profit really to keep going?
that's
Who
what I
knows? I mean,
wonder
if they have a Return of the Living Dead steelbook at Walmart, maybe the people that aren't really in the know see that and like, oh shit, I remember this movie and buy it, right? Like maybe that's just a different market outside of collectors. I don't know, but I'm reading Mr. Bombastic's thing and he's talking about Coven. Do you know anything about Coven?
Coven.
Oh, you don't know about that movie?
No,
Which is
I mean I know about the movie.
Uncle
but
Bill
I don't-
financed it back in the
Yeah.
day.
You did? Do you know the Justin from Rat Pack is like obsessed with that movie? He just showed me American Movie like when I was at his house, and
Oh, you'd never seen American movie before?
no, I just saw it for the first
shit.
time. I
Dude.
loved it.
Wow.
That's
I
one of my
loved it.
favorites, man, for sure.
Yeah, so
All
him and I
right,
just did an
okay.
episode talking about it, and I'm trying to get Coven. If you message the guy on Instagram, you can get a VHS tape of Coven.
Mhm.
So I didn't know you guys were
Do
familiar.
you know
with
American Movie's actually out on 4K as well?
that. Yeah,
Oh my
I
god.
saw that. That was surprising to see.
but I can't
What
believe
the
I
fuck?
passed that by so many times. I've seen that movie so many times, like that cover, and I just never watched it. And he kept telling me to do it.
Man,
He
that
bought
was
me the Blu-ray like 2 years
Yeah.
ago, and I never watched it. And finally, we did, and I was like dying. I was like, when he's like bashing the guy's head to the thing, he's like, "Oh, sorry, man. Like, I didn't realize this wasn't cut." He's like, as he's bashing the guy's head into the cabinet like 10 times. Sorry about that.
That was on like the IFC or Sundance Channel or something like all the time back in the day. That's where I initially saw it. But it's a great movie, man.
It really is.
His
was won
buddy
over.
in it, I think his name was Mike or whatever. He recently passed away not too long ago, and he was probably one of my favorite guys in that whole movie, though.
He had like that cute smile or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah.
But that was, I get it, because Mr. Bombastic assumed that your name Uncle Bill came from that guy, because
Right.
that guy,
No.
the old
That
man
guy's-
in it is Uncle
was
Bill.
Uncle Bill.
Oh yeah. That's funny.
I love that part where like he has like what's he got like peach schnapps or something like that. He's like
Yeah, and Sprite.
he's holding out on him. He doesn't tell him about it.
How about
"Oh,
he's like
bring it."
bathing him, and he's like, "Well, look at that toenail, man. Like that's like a
That's
science
a nasty
project."
toenail, brother.
It is funny.
I haven't seen that in a long time, but yeah, it's a great one. I've
Yeah.
never dipped Copenhagen. How about you, Garrett?
No,
Killer. That'd be killer if you did.
I got to know though, up in Rhode Island, is there many people that dip anything up there?
there is here, but there's not many. I mean, I don't see that a lot. Like,
By God, I'm gonna spit everywhere.
yeah, it's very rare that you see people doing that, spitting in their little cup or whatever. Yeah. Why is that common down there?
Oh my god. Yeah.
Women do it sometimes. You'll see women that do it. Yeah.
Oh wow.
You don't see Jawbacker a lot anymore, but you do see Skull all the time.
I gotta come to Scarefest.
The
Yeah,
Well,
there's
you-
like 97 guests down there. You can find somebody that you like for sure. Like Jesus.
yeah, if
Is
you
it-
want to
are
get
they already
autographs from
announcing
everybody,
people right
you
now?
should probably say your
Yeah,
house.
like
What do you say, Wes?
If you want to get autographs from like everybody at the Scarefest, you probably need to sell your house.
listen.
Oh, yeah,
I got. I'll go ahead. Let me bring this up. real
I'm
quick,
not
'cause it is
kidding.
kinda
Like
stupid.
it's ridiculous. They have too many. None of it makes sense either. Like it's just they're everywhere but nowhere at the same time.
Jackson, we have jalapeno poppers here, and what I had for breakfast, I had eggs,
Egg whites.
bacon. No, I had regular eggs on bread.
How much is
On a-
a dozen
on a
eggs
jalapeno
up there
popper?
right now, Gary?
I don't know. I don't look at prices. I just put them in the cart. I have no idea.
Well, they used to be what? It's like $2 a dozen. Now they're like $6 a dozen.
Stupid.
Fucking ridiculous, boys. Everything's going up. I hate it.
Those damn eggs. You don't need eggs anyways. Do you have chickens in the back? Or
I like
something?
boiled eggs, boys.
All right, take a look at this shit just for a second.
Yeah, tell me who's going to be there. I would like to come.
Well, hold on. I'm gonna show you who's gonna be because this is ridiculous.
So
This
that's the one
is-
with the Jason
By the way, this is
legs or
just
whatever?
now like getting started. So keep that in mind when you see this.
It's in October, so you still got.
By the way, does Darren know about that? The Jason legs, or what the double?
I don't think he does, but I've got to show you that too.
Did,
Like,
did
I
you
don't
show
know if you-
CK that?
Did I show you the Jason leg thing? I thought I did.
I don't know.
Gotta
The
say,
Well,
doubles.
shit. Let's start there
it's the
first.
best.
Because that's
Jason
like
leg.
you won't even believe how crazy this is. Like
Oh,
it's a
you'll
new
That was
understand.
the
Days of the Dead.
show.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Days of the Dead. Cincy was it?
Yeah,
Or
since
Indy.
no, Indy, right? You're right.
Okay, hold on. I saw this and I marked out because it's just ridiculous. It's a perfect indicator of like how conventions are now. So for people that don't know, there's a brief scene in Friday the 13th Part 2 where he kills
right there in the middle.
No, that's a
Yeah.
guy. That's going to be at a convention.
they've got the
Yeah.
woman who was walking around and they've got her legs as the
No,
profile picture.
There's
what
her
the
name.
fuck?
It's
Are
Ellen.
you kidding? me?
Ellen, it's her legs.
You
So
gotta get
all
Ellen
she
Letter.
did was she was the legs that were walking around at the beginning when like Adrian King gets killed in Part 2.
Is
Wes,
Tom
you gotta go
Savini
get
going to have
that.
a picture of
The
his
itsy
hands?
bitsy
with-
spider song.
What?
But
the
I just
hell?
love the fact that her profile picture is her legs.
That's her legs, boys. Hell yeah. What kind
Dude,
of
that
autographs
is-
is she going to sign, by the way?
Dude,
Hey,
That
about
is
the ends.
insane to me. What?
She signs it with her foot.
Yeah, I mean she's not even in the movie. It's just her legs, and they're only in it for
I
like what 10 seconds. or
Guarantee
something?
you
Maybe
she should
if
charge
that.
for $40.
Oh yeah.
What about
At least
Spencer
40
Stump?
bucks. Yeah.
Why would you want that though? That makes no
I
sense.
don't-
Maybe they
I
got a
don't
foot
know.
fetish. I don't know.
You're a completionist. You got to get everybody from Part 2.
The
Yeah.
person who was walking around pretending they were Jason, like the stunt person, like in the car. I don't know. That's like some kind of Moran shit right there.
I thought that was killer though.
That's maybe even a little worse.
It is
be
way
honest.
worse than the Moran thing. It's way worse.
And Craig says, "I'd rather meet her than Warrington Gillette."
I'm the only one that's Michael Myers, you fucking bitch.
All right. So anyway, I thought that was killer. But let's go to Scarefest real quick.
That is wild, dude.
I do want to meet the person that pays for that.
I do too. I want to see a
There's gonna be plenty
autograph
of them.
picture.
Imagine there's like she wears the pants and like photo ops, and you have to like
Dude,
get down low.
These conventions rely on rich, stupid people. Like that. That's how they
I
survive.
don't even think these people are rich, man. I just think it's people that are.
Well, I mean,
obsessed
people that save their fucking allowance or whatever they do. I don't know.
their
That is
allowance.
weird, man. That's wild.
All right.
Yeah, she's got
here-
too much leg, exactly. No
She's
go.
got legs.
She needs to be dubs.
Here's this shit, which is to me like already insane.
Yeah, I don't have
All right.
any interest to go to another Scarefest after the
So
shit
you,
that I've heard.
Amanda Weiss, they've got a whole Monster Squad reunion.
It's alphabetical order, by the way.
okay.
Wait, Erie Guts, are you serious? Is you talking about Ellen? Was that chiller and there was a decent line all
Oh,
weekend?
I was supposed to go there. I didn't even
Fucking
realize she was there.
serious?
Maybe her profile picture on their site wasn't legs. That's why I didn't notice.
So they've already got up here a Return of the Living Dead reunion. They've got a House of Thousand Corpses, Devil's Rejects reunion thing going, and then they've got like the Monster Squad reunion going. And I think the Lost Boys fuckers, yeah.
Wait. Who on Lost Boys is here? Worth.
Billy
Just
Worth.
one.
Okay.
Well,
So
really
pretty much
one.
everybody you can think of from Monster Squad, though. Danielle Harris, of course.
Dave
Tom
Tango's going to be
Shanks,
there.
Doug
Lost
Bradley,
Boys. Don't dare for Felsher. He hates Lost
Langenkamp.
Boys.
Looks like they got some sort of Friday 13th going. Jason Patrick's going to be there.
Nightmare on Elm Street 3.
Yep.
Jensen Daggett's back.
Everybody from Return of the Living Dead except for the pedo guy.
The old bitch
Julia
from
Lewis.
Dead Silence. Dude, seriously, go back up. Nobody I like Dead Silence, right? Nobody else does. Who the fuck is going to go up to an old bitch and get her autograph?
She's
Well,
got
she's
a
in
photo op
costume.
with the puppet. She literally has a photo op with
That
Billy.
would be That would be a cool photo op, but for who? Nobody is a big fan of that movie.
For you.
Yeah,
It's for you.
I'm
Wes.
not
It's all
going.
for you.
I'm never
Go,
going.
motherfucker.
So,
It's for
For
you.
the-
So if I come, you're not going to show up.
I mean,
For the 17th time
I
in a
would
row,
take
Kane
you up
Hodder's
there and
gonna
let
be
you
there.
go and have fun, but I'll
He's Wes like I'm going to wait in the car. Let's go have fun.
I'm not even kidding when I tell you that Kane Hodder's been there 17 times. He's never missed Scarefest that I
Right.
know of. Like, so if this is the 17th one,
Kratos
like
getting
that.
the photo op. See?
the Kim Myers
Kim
photo
Myers.
there is from like 1996.
Well, I mean,
Check
wonder,
that now.
for those other 16 times, was Kane still getting a good line? Was he still?
yes,
Had a
he
lot-
always has. That's the weird thing.
So,
Well,
Like
the weird,
every time I've seen him, man, there's a line that goes like,
so we
they've got
we
the
had a
thing set
table right beside a Kane Hodder, like the second or third year Scarefest was, and he was just charging like what was it, maybe $20 an autograph then, and he had it was steady. He didn't have a big line or anything, but he definitely was busy. Now he's got long ass lines and is charging $80 an autograph.
right there's who you need to meet, bulls.
Cal Nunez.
Cal Nunez is gonna be there.
Oh, man.
Who the hell are the Wraith Chasers?
Who knows?
I don't know.
Reggie Lee.
Probably like Ghost Hunters, maybe.
Robert Englund's going to be
There
there.
you go.
Scouty.
That's what bring Garrett down here. And there you go.
I want to get her to sign my Long Night
How's-
DVD.
Wait. Go back to Scout.
Thomases!
Wes, how's her nose?
Yeah, is her nose
Right,
proportional?
her nose.
Well, I mean, she's gotten a new nose since Halloween, Rob Zombie's Halloween.
True.
Yeah.
So they've
Which nose
scaled
did
it,
you prefer?
scaled it down a little bit. She looks better now, I'm not going to lie. I think that
So-
the new nose has improved slightly, but whenever she talks, I'm not a fan.
There's going to be a new movie coming out with her and Danielle.
Oh, there you go.
Tom Matthews, of course. VC Dupree.
You, me, and VC Dupree.
You're going to get Tom Matthews to do a
You
thing
got
where he
to,
calls
yeah.
you a pussy.
Come on, Jason.
The Warrens Occult Museum is going to be there featuring Annabelle. That's
Is
cool.
your boy Zach Galligan's going to be there?
Yeah, shoplifter.
Phantasmads.
Stealing
Favorite
everybody's shit
person.
off their
They
table.
fucking killer. Somebody get a hold of that police report. Give me to sign it.
Mug shots.
Wait, Phantasmad, if you're still in here, was this the guy you were telling me that you had like a bad experience with him?
Yeah,
I
it
think
was.
Phantasmad. Okay, it was. That's what I
Yeah.
thought. Because I think like me and you were doing a stream, and he kept like, he was like, tell the whole story about what happened beating Zach Galligan.
Zach
What's the
Galligan
count?
wasn't nice to you, Mark?
No,
No,
not me.
Phantasmad.
Matt.
Oh, really?
Apparently he's like complete dick.
We interviewed Zach Galligan, but it's one of those that I completely forgot about
Yeah, me too.
back in the day.
Yeah, okay, yeah, he was just kept eating pizza, didn't pay attention to you.
You don't
So
mess
that
with Zach
they've
and his
already
pizza.
got all those people, man, and like there'll probably be 20 or 30 more.
Yeah, and it's what they got 5 months still, and that's how many people they've got already.
It's insane.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go.
I don't know. I'll see what happens.
Well, Crater's not a fan of Zach Galligan. And he's a fan of the Gremlins. So
Yeah,
I'm going to Silver Scream, and that's usually around that time, so I'll have to see what's going on with that.
Anybody you going for in particular?
Silver Scream?
Yeah.
They haven't announced. They only announced Scream cast yet so far, so there's nobody yet. Yeah.
well, I bet that Scream original cast is fucking thrilled to death right now that those new movies came out because like that completely started that back up again. They
Oh
went
yeah,
all
but I mean
the way
they're making
through.
money for sure because it's going to be
Yeah.
Lillard. All the original people are going to be Rose McGowan, and they're all signed
well,
on.
Lillard, I think, is popular because of that damn Five Nights at Freddy's
Right,
shit,
right.
right? Like, that's why people
Yeah.
are all over him.
And they're doing this.
No, Lucas, you can't ask him a brief question. I fucking not. My stream, I don't want you asking him nothing.
So I guess what will be coming next would be like I know we did last summer.
Yep.
That cast.
Yeah.
And
See Freddie Prinz at the
Urban
con.
Legend and all these
Yeah.
90s stuff now. Valentine cast.
Yeah, what toppings did Galligan have? Kind of food. What kind of pizza?
Toppings did Galligan while he was ignoring you eating his pizza? What was it? What kind
Kinda
I'm
of
got
sure
over that.
Galligan's just a pepperoni and cheese guy, if I was guessing.
Galligan is.
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead and ask. I'm just kidding around.
I know what you mean, Phantasmat, but like those guys are gonna be there even more now. It's like imagine how much they're gonna charge because all those guys are back for Scream 7, so the prices are gonna go up like crazy, I can imagine.
Okay, waiting for this Lucas comment.
Lucas,
Zach
come on.
Galligan-
Come
I'm
on,
really
Lucas.
curious.
Zach Galligan should be delivering pizzas. It sounds like he ain't worth the shit.
He's stealing
know.
pizzas, is what he's.
He's stealing pizza.
Holy shit, Bobby's back.
Bobby, sneak attack over here.
It would be cool to see Punky Brewster meet the Fawns. I think is Fawny or the Fawn. Okay, yeah.
Yes.
Ask about the Fonzie touch. He would say it is a gift. He can unlock door or power turn on or off, and teaches bullies and bad people a lesson.
I guess one day I'm gonna have to watch Punky Brewster's just to keep bringing it up, but I've never seen.
You ever seen Punky?
Punky's a
No.
great show.
Gotta watch
Never
that
seen
documentary she did. That was a good one.
Yeah,
What was
Yeah,
it called?
Kid 90s. Is that what it was called?
I think
No.
so. Yeah,
Okay,
It
was
I've
something
heard
like
I've
that,
never
yeah.
seen it.
It was good. It was wild to think that she walked around during those years with a video camera and recorded all that shit of her partying with all those kids. And it's wild to think that she documented that much of her life.
And they're not like turn it off.
Also, can you
Yeah, right.
imagine what they didn't show? Like of that foot, there's probably tons of footage of them doing drugs and just crazy
God,
shit.
yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
Oh, tons. Because it's already got some stuff like that in there.
yeah.
All right, there's the question, Matt.
Here we go.
It'll be 15, and I mean, I guess that's for the other guys. But that was a request I got. It'll be 15 parts, Lucas. That'll get to yours soon. Thank you, man.
I've never played Tomb Raider ever.
Oh, that
What was the
first
last-
game, I was obsessed with the first one when I was a kid.
Yeah.
It was like mind blowing to me for Sega Saturn. When I can remember my brother and I, when we went through that waterfall and all of a sudden it was like dinosaur land, we were like, holy shit, what the hell is going on? Loved it.
Well, the reason someone had requested a playthrough, and I'm playing the remastered, and that's definitely worth if you like that game.
Jackson Jack, she does get the reduction in the documentary, yeah. And they show her in the hospital, and she was dating Jonathan Brandis at the time when she did that. So he's there with her. It's pretty crazy.
She have before and after photos.
Well, not topless, but yeah, just in general. But like she said though, there was a lot of stuff. Like when you saw her, it was wild to see how disproportionate she looked back then. Like they were humongous. It really was pretty crazy to see her at that point, like how disproportionate. And she said it really hurt her career because she wasn't taken serious.
She kept falling over every time she tried
Yeah.
to do a scene.
She's top heavy. Is that what you're saying?
L.A. Jules said, "Is that why he offed himself?" She got those cut. He's like, "That's fun."
It was a real supportive chat we got tonight.
They talk about his death though in it too, as well. And
Did you guys see the? I think I sent you a link to the. I guess it's ROM hacks or whatever of the WrestleMania 2000 that this guy's done online. He's got one that's for. It's called WrestleMania 10. So it's got like wrestlers from that era, which is pretty killer. Like honestly, around that time period. Well, you had like fucking Yokozuna, Tatanka, Doink, characters like that. And then there's another one that's WCW Saturday Night that has the WCW like roster from like 91 through 93, 94 and has the different arenas and everything. It's actually really, really cool. And there's cartridge versions of those on AliExpress if anybody is interested. Yeah. So I was like, they're like $14.99 a piece or something like that. And I was like, man, that would be kind of fun because I love those games. I guess what do they call them? The AKI engine or whatever it is.
Yeah.
So it does look really cool. If anybody, I think it came out in the last year or so.
Better buy it before WWE catches wind of it.
Sure. Yeah,
It's on
definitely.
AliExpress. They can't do anything. Those fuckers.
Well, Bulls, we're about at the 2 hour mark. I'd say that's pretty good for tonight, unless anybody has anything else.
Uncle Bill, I'd like
Bobby
you
wants
to.
to.
He wants you to promote some shit.
What would you like me to do? I'd love to know what you were getting ready to say that you can't fucking say on here
I probably
without
shouldn't
getting
say it.
canceled.
Yeah, I shouldn't say it. I thought
Go ahead
about
and say
it.
it. Go ahead.
I was going to ask you to gargle something, but I better
Yeah,
not tell you what it
I
is.
figured it was something like that.
He was going to ask you if you could help him with something.
Gargle some of this wonderful peach drink for me, Uncle Bill. I will let people know, though, that we are quickly selling all of our copies of Into the Pit, the movie. And once they're gone, that is it, because we own all of the copies that's left in the entire world. Right, Uncle Bill?
That's true. We have all of them left, and there's not that many now.
And we've got
So
some
we've got-
signed as well, like
Got to get rid of them. Get rid of them fast.
pre-signed. We use fucking blue paint pens. They look professional as fuck.
Oh shit!
IntoThePitTheMovie.com.
Real quick though, Bobby would like us to know that Punky Brewster's a great show, especially with the first 2 seasons. There are moments that will you smile. Funny moments like with Henry and Betty. Rambo and Rocky get mentioned.
Cool. No, I've never seen it. I didn't watch that. I just didn't. I guess you did, right, Uncle Bill? You said?
I used to listen. I used to love that fucking show because I used to think that I was related to her. When
Why?
you're a kid, you think dumb shit. She's got the same last name as I do.
Oh.
Salil Moon Fry. Yeah. I was like,
That's your famous cousin.
I was like 4 or 5 years old when that show came out. And I was like, fuck, that's got to be, we got to be related.
Imagine you would try to meet her. You're like, it's me. Cousin.
I'm fucking getting shot or something.
It's cousin Aaron.
Oh, those were the
Imagine you
days.
beat her now and go, hey, we're related.
Well, you know what's funny is she's coming to a convention near me this year. I should go over and be like, I know your cousin.
Your cousin from Eastern Kentucky.
I just try to use you to like get in. on
What?
it.
It took me forever to figure out though that the dude from Police Academy was also in that fucking show. Like that was the same person.
Mm-hmm.
What a
In that
show.
refrigerator episode, nobody forgot, right?
No, nobody ever forgot that for sure.
Did you ever watch Different Strokes back in the day? Rambo?
A little bit.
No, I know of it, but we didn't have that on the channel.
Did you ever hear about the episode called Dudley
heard
Got
about it.
Diddled?
I heard
Yeah.
about that.
That episode is
That
And I heard you
insane.
guys talk about it. Too.
was
Go ahead.
it is fucking unintentionally hilarious though. That episode it's
That's
so
something-
fucking ridiculous.
They need to bring that back. Special episodes of just shows like that
Oh,
that
yeah.
come out of nowhere.
Oh my god.
I remember those. Yeah.
Fucking Shavar Ross.
On a very special episode of Family Matters.
A touching episode, literally, of Different Strokes.
Very touching. All right, so I know what we're doing. We'll get to that in a second. But Garrett over at Born to Be Rad, what in the fuck are you up to lately? What are you doing?
I just dropped a video today about an Evil Dead DVD release that could be looked at as either a holy grail or an epic fail. So go check that out if you want to see what I'm talking about over there. And
Yeah, the Rad Pack's fucking shitting all over Madman, too, and I don't appreciate it.
Really?
Oh, really?
I thought
We
Madman
just did-
won, though.
What
no,
happened?
Burning one. It was Burning
Oh,
versus
man.
Madman the other night.
Yeah, because all three of you were biased.
No, I was being honest. I mean, what can I say? I
So
was
wait,
just being-
what happened? What happened? Sorry, I haven't seen the video.
No, it's like a verse battle. We do like different episodes, and someone requested the Burning versus Madman, so we kind of talk about the backstory, and we all have to rewatch it, and then we give votes, and we put up a poll in the chat, and everybody that's there will vote on specific topics about each movie, and there's like 5 categories, and the Burning one, I think, maybe 4 out of the 5 categories. or something like that.
Wow.
I'm
And
just
the-
laughing because I know I bet these guys love the Burning.
He was best in the
The
chat.
Burning's a fucking terrible slasher movie too, though.
It's
It
not.
really
It's a
is.
good one. It's
Yeah, be
basic.
Batman.
It's basic.
It could never beat Madman. Only in a biased versus show where everybody was shitting all over Madman. I don't appreciate it, Garrett. I'm telling you. No, Madman's way better than The Burning.
Oh, hell, we got another super chat. Thoughts on the X-Files remake happened Friday?
Oh, the remake happening. Maybe
Happening.
like Happy Friday.
Oh, happy. Okay.
Happy Friday to you, Sergio.
It's gonna suck.
It's gonna be great.
Yeah, I'm more so worried not about Ryan Coogler, just Disney. Like I just anything that they get. I mean, did you guys see that Predator Badlands trailer? I mean,
Unfortunately, yeah.
we talked about it last week.
well, yeah, I know you guys did, but I just mean like CK or Garrett. Did you guys see that?
I haven't seen anything about it. No.
Oh God. Well, I mean, you guys know how Disney is, so that's pretty much enough said. I don't have any faith in it to be any good.
Well, the last
But-
revival wasn't Disney. It still sucked. So just let it go.
I mean, is
It's
it the
true,
same
but-
people in it?
Well, I think I saw something about Coogler talking to Gillian Anderson. I don't know about Duchovny. I would only assume he'll have a role in it in some way.
There'll be
shape, or
different
form.
people starring in it.
That's probably what it'll be. They'll be in it, but it'll have different stars. That's what I'm thinking. Nothing's been
No,
confirmed.
no one's
yet,
going to
but-
give a rat's ass. They didn't care about the revival when they were in it. So I think they burnt
Yeah,
their
it seemed
bridge
like
on
it
that
was
show.
like. I mean, like I said, I didn't watch it, but it seemed like it
LA
was kind of
Fuel.
what.
It's calming.
Jesus. I see it.
Oh yeah, I see it too.
I can't put it up there. But
You guys are craziness.
But yeah, like you were saying, like it did not
was-
go down popular.
It was.
wise.
I mean, it seemed like it was on and off, just like that. How long did it last?
2 seasons.
Wow,
And
I
they were
didn't
only
think-
like
Oh, from 2016 to like 2018.
I
I
think there was
guess.
only like 6 episodes too, wasn't there? Like
6
one of
Yeah.
those-
episodes. For
Okay.
the first season actually did pretty solid. I mean, for
Just-
a show in 2016, it did
because they were
decent in
curious
ratings.
and they saw it and they realized how much
Right.
it sucked.
Yeah, it's good old Chris Carter though for you.
All right. So Rambo, what do you got coming up? Lord God.
Well, I did upload, thanks to people out there for the request. So just keeping on with those. I did upload a review of Minecraft, a Minecraft movie is what it's called, as well as the Kramer versus Kramer, good movie from back to the day with Dustin Hoffman and Meryl Streep. Coming up, plenty of reviews. The Siege of Fire-Based Gloria, pretty underrated Vietnam action movie starring Arlie Ermy, who was in Full Metal Jacket, one of the few he got the star in, and the late Wayne Hauser. That was why they requested since he recently passed away. Some reviews of Richard Norton films. He was a martial artist who recently sadly passed away too. So some reviews of his movies. And some would call it the Horror Church.
Wait, the Whore Church?
Whore?
Horror.
It just came out of nowhere.
WH, horror.
That'll get all kinds of people go to church.
Okay.
It's like a very weird mixtape. I don't know if you guys remember those video mixtapes where they just have throw all these random clips, like the weirdest, like random movies, weird stuff from commercials, like all that stuff. So
Listen, you had me at Horror Church.
yeah, volume
explanation
one,
needed.
the horror church. So, and there is some adult stuff too, which I'm not going to get into. So that was actually my least favorite part. Was that it was on the Internet Archive, the horror.
You're a man of
Church.
the people, Matt. You know that? You're a man of the people.
I don't know what kind of people, but I'll take it.
People that want to torture your ass.
It was actually kind of fun to watch because it felt like I was on drugs when I don't take drugs. So
Did you get any requests yet for the what was it called, the Cardinal XD site?
no,
Not yet.
no.
Okay. Nutcracker Massacre, boys.
Yeah, we'll see.
Mark, what you got?
The only thing I got coming up right now is that we're doing the playthrough for the X-Files video game. So
Oh, yeah.
Ooh.
Me and
we're gonna, we're gonna be doing that in parts, and we finished the first part. Second part will be up pretty soon.
That's
I didn't even know it
badass.
had a
I thought
game.
that existed. Yeah.
Yeah, it was the PS2 era. That was the second game. Came out in 2004. So after the first run of the original show, all the actors did the voices, so that was kind of cool.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
It's cool.
So I know that on Sunday, Dirk, Darren, myself, and probably somebody else or a couple other people are going to be doing a big ass review of a recent title that I got in, The Short Night of Glass Dolls, which is an old Jala. And we're going to be talking about that, which I love that movie. Like, I had never seen it and was completely like, I went into it completely cold and thought it was like one of the better ones that I'd seen. So that should be interesting.
Cool. And I've got a review coming up probably early next week of a movie. I think Vinegar Syndrome, maybe it was one of the partner labels that did it. Second Sight also did it more recently, The Coffee Table. And boys, I'll just say this. This is a movie that stays with you after you see it. And you're like, what the fuck? Like, you're actually like that the entire movie too, pretty much.
I got to watch that now.
I think that's what I said in my review. Like, it's the less you know about it, the better.
Yeah, you can't really tell anybody really about it, or it'll lose the impact. But I think it's a must watch for sure. I think it was from like 2022. It's Spanish movie, so it's subtitled. You have to read it, which sucks. I miss the dubs, man. Why don't they go back to the dub? What's wrong with dubs?
I love the dubs. I hate when I get like the Asian Cat 3 movies and stuff that don't have dubs and you have to like read the shit. Yeah, I prefer the dub.
But yeah, the name of the movie is The Coffee Table. I think I mentioned it, but yeah, from 2022. And Phantasm Matt is asking, when is Man to Man?
You tell me. I don't fucking care.
Well,
I can go outside and watch the grass grow anytime.
okay.
Be the same thing.
I don't know. We'll have to get back to you. Maybe we can do it on Thursday if we can watch those movies. They're, what, about 5 hours apiece?
Yeah. Yeah. Those are
Thief
the theatrical cuts.
and The Keep would be the first two Michael Mann movies. Right.
Yeah.
So maybe we can do that on Thursday.
It'll be a lot of fun. I can't wait. Sorry. Can't keep a straight face on that one.
maybe you'll like them.
So, I guess that's it, ladies and gentlemen. Garrett, thank you for being on here yet again.
Oh, it was a good time.
Born to
It's
be
a
Rad.
multi-stream too, so
man.
everybody subscribe to everybody.
Yeah. Hit the like
Everybody
button,
calls
comment,
friends.
subscribe, go to everybody's freaking pages and whatnot. But until next time, I guess the only thing left to say is everybody dies, but Friday night lives. See y'all.
I want all these people to click everything they're supposed to click.
You haven't been liking them, you haven't been subscribing to them, you haven't clicked the bell or notification or anything like that.
Folks, why don't you click the like button?
Do you hate us? Do you not want to see us succeed?
Why don't you click the heart button?
Is this something that you have against our particular show?
Why don't you subscribe?
You should click on one of them buttons right now if you want us to continue to breathe greatness into your life.
There's all kinds of wonderful shirts over at shop.deadpit.com. Simply the best horror shirts. On TeePublic, there are others, but they all suck. You can get some Dead Pit Radio shirts. You can get Last South on the Left. The Hills Have Eyes. Texas Chainsaw. Oh, wait, you can't say Texas Chainsaw. All kinds of shirts, folks. You're gonna love them. Shop.deadpit.com.
Special thanks goes out to our supporters on Patreon. You know what kind of stuff you can get on Patreon, Uncle Bill, starting at only $1 a month?
What's that?
Access to every Dead Pit show since 2005. We got almost 200 fan commentaries that we've done over the decades.
Here's what other fucking Patreons do. They're like, hey, give us money and then we'll let you see a video early that we're going to release like a fucking week from now, and then that's all we're going to give you. Meanwhile, we have a literal jukebox full of songs, thousands of reviews. I don't even know how many shows are up on there now that we've done over the years.
Hundreds of thousands.
You need to figure this out now and subscribe to us on Patreon and YouTube and Instagram and help us to 1 million. The road to 1 million subscribers starts today.
So deadpitonpatreon.com. Join today. Tiers start at only $1, but I'd recommend at least the $10 tier.
You can do 50. The stock